and online at WALW.org. Serving the area for 20 years. Catch every hard-hitting play, every touchdown drive, and every defensive battle with play-by-play announcer Benny Williams and color commentator Greg Dutton as we bring you live coverage of the Red Devils, led by head coach Trent Walker. So now, dial it in, turn it up, and strap on your helmet. It's time for LCHS Red Devil football on Classic Radio 97.9 and WALW.org.
And good evening, everybody. We're back in Coleman County. This time we're in Fairview for another broadcast of LCHS football tonight. Coach Trent Walker's Red Devils will try to knock off the number one team in our region. That's the Aggies of Fairview High School. Benny Williams and Greg Dutton are with us here tonight. Greg, here we are playing the 9th game of the season, knowing we're at least going to be in the first round of the playoffs. We've been to Coleman County 3 times. This year. Won 1, lost 1. Maybe we get a tiebreaker on the good side tonight here at Fairview. This is going to be a tough job.
I said, Dave, Lawrence County is in uncharted waters in the fact that they have won 4 region games in a row. We beat Ardmore, Brewer, West Point, East Limestone. And the funny thing is, and I just now wrote this down and thought about it, we've lost 3 games. We've lost to Gunnersville, Russellville, and Hanceville. Well, Fairview is not Fairviewville.
It's not Fairville, is it?
And it's no Coopsville. So I say get your chocolate, your coffee, get your popcorn, and get you whatever it is you get you. And stay with us because I'm looking for a barn burner.
I like the way you think. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Congressman Robert Adderholt, Brewers Heating and Air, the Birch Agency and Bobby Birch, Champion Portable Buildings, Charlie's Body Shop, Electrical Outlet, Fletcher Family Chiropractic Clinic, Greg's Ambulance Service, Guthie's of Moulton, Joe Wheeler Flash Barber, John's Barbecue, Pepsi Cola of Decatur, Phil Tech of Cortland, Shine Time Superwash, Southern Automotive, Tennessee Valley Co-op, and my Marshall Cherry Realty for Century 21 Clement Realty. We're going to take a 60-second break and be right back as we continue with the Greg's Ambulance Service pregame show. It's the Red Devils and the Aggies in a big game that's going to help determine playoff home field advantage. Should be fun. Stick around. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
You may not be able to win a decathlon like Olympic gold medalist Dan O'Brien, but you can take advantage of a key ingredient to his success, using regular chiropractic care. If you suffer from chronic headache, sinus or ear infection, or other body pains, Dr. Fletcher may be able to help you stay fit for one of the most important races of all, your race through life. New patients are always welcome. For an appointment, the number is 974-0415. Fletcher Family Chiropractic Clinic, across from Bankhead Plaza, and on the web at FletcherFamilyChiropractic.com.
Insurance is all about relationships, that personal relationship with people who live in your community and will be there when you need it the most. At the Birch Agency, they get that. They're an agency with an experienced staff that listens to your needs and understands your pocketbook. Independent agents like the Birch Agency go through several different companies to get you a great rate and will offer you the experience and professionalism that fits your needs. Let them prove to you that your insurance is only as good as your agent. The Birch Agency, 256-974-1110.
And we welcome you back to the Greg's Ambulance Service pregame show, getting you ready for Lawrence County and the Fairview Aggies. You know, for emergencies, you know to call 911. What we're going to do, since we've got the national anthem coming up, we're going to take another 60-second break and come back with more. Stick around. Fairview, Lawrence County, coming up soon.
The home for live sports coverage in Lawrence County.
And Auburn Tiger football.
WALWLP Moulton.
And we welcome you back to Fairview one more time for the continuing Greg's Ambulance Service pregame show. You know, for emergencies, call 911, but there may be other times you need ambulance transportation. For convalescent transfers, anytime you need an ambulance in a non-emergency situation, call the folks you know, the folks you've trusted since 1997. That's Greg's Ambulance Service. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They're never very far away. Local, all long distance, 974-3611, proudly serving Lawrence County for over a quarter of a century. And Greg, Benny, look at our crowd here. We're not the only ones that found our way back to Coleman County tonight here on the visitor side. We've got a pretty good crowd coming up.
Yes, we do, Dave. Got an interesting night, and folks know it. And not only the folks at home, but remind everybody, not only just the radio, but we've got also an opportunity to listen to us on WALW.org. Interesting stat in Region 8 for those that have kind of kept up with our season so far. Red Devils being 5-3. Of course, Fairview leading the way in Region 8, undefeated, averaging 40 points a game. Red Devils averaging 28.4 points a game. Defensively, Fairview's average giving up 7.1 points a game. Lawrence County giving up 21.8. So there's the difference. Meaning it is substantial, but it's not unovercomable.
No, you're right. And I think the Red Devils, especially after last week, they got off to a slow start and then ended up putting away East Limestone with ease with a couple of three really big plays and then played solid second half defensively. And I thought they came on and played really hard and really well the second half.
Yeah, tell us two halves for sure. And we'd like to forget the first half. We'd like to repeat the second half. But how much improvement did you see in Parker Frost making the right decision to run the ball? That's the added dimension.
It's definitely an added dimension, and I guarantee you something that Fairview's watched film on this week said, hey, 14 all of a sudden running the football, and adds a whole nother dimension to Drew Gatlin's ability to get loose.
Absolutely. They may have a little advantage offensively as far as their output, defensively as far as the points allowed. Special teams, last week we had a 90-yard kick return from Caden Lee. We had about 60 combined yards there from Ryder McGregory. So pretty awesome the way this is going.
We'll see what our head coach has got to say about it. Our weekly sit-down and scouting report is brought to you by Marcia Terry, realtor for Century 21 Clement Realty. Here's David with our head coach, Trent Walker.
Game number 9 coming up in just a few minutes. The Fairview Aggies, the best team in the region. We're going to spend a few minutes with head Red Devil Trent Walker after this message from Marcia Terry, Century 21 Clement Realty. Stick around. We'll be right back. You're selling your house, or it's time to buy your first home. Either way, the name you should remember is Marcia Terry, your realtor for Century 21 Clement Realty. Marcia, with over 20 years' experience, knows the real estate market in our area. She listens to what you want, then works hard to find you that perfect home or that ideal buyer for your property. It's simple. Marcia lives here. She's involved in the community and wants to help when it comes to your real estate needs. Marcia Terry, Century 21 Clement Realty, 256-565-0820. Getting ready for tonight's region contest. Very important game with the Fairview Aggies for several different reasons. Spend a few minutes with Coach Trent Walker. Coach, before we get into Fairview tonight, let's talk about East Limestone last week. Big 43-22 win. Once again, we played our best football in the second half.
Yeah, the time we came in the locker room and really just got refocused. We talked about, guys, we've not played, bad football, but we just not played our best. They had a bye week. You could tell they came out hungry and ready to play hard after 2 weeks off, and had some wrinkles for us that we didn't do a good job adjusting to in the game. And so caught our breath. We got able to make some adjustments on defense and offense. We just talked about emphasis on executing our base offense. Let the plays happen. I'm gonna call base plays. Let's make the base plays great by the way we attack them and execute them. And so I played with a lot of confidence. I thought we wore them out a little bit. I think our stamina, our training program, and nutrition even showed up in the way we finished the game.
And we avoided what we referred to last week as might have been a trap game because East Limestone are looking for their first win. Getting set for Fairview tonight, it's going to be a tough one. I know I was looking at some stats before got on the air. I think they've outscored their opponents this year. I think it's 280 points to 50 points or some unreal number like that. What you've seen the film. What are we looking at tonight?
Yeah, this is a great matchup. I mean, we talked about this week to being almost like an SEC West Auburn LSU matchup. We got two teams that really want to establish the run and everything they do. And they'll throw the ball if they have to, or if set up some big passes with the run game. Two defenses that pin their ears back and both flow to the ball. They're a little bigger than us on the defensive side than we are on defense, but in terms of that mentality, it's almost special teams are both good. Like this is a fun matchup in terms of this is why you play the game, coach the game.
Absolutely. And watching our offensive line or our defensive line, we have really matured on the line of scrimmage this year from the first game to here we are at game 9 tonight.
Yeah, cliches, exist for a reason. They're always based out of some truth. So when you say you win games in the trenches, I mean, it's a real thing. Offensive line, defensive line, controlling the game is a huge part of what makes everything else go on both sides.
You've been out of school this week. It kind of, I'm sure it interrupts a routine, rely on a lot of routines. How have you handled that this week with school being out?
We like you said, routine and consistency is important. We actually brought up the guys in the same time on Monday and Tuesday they always would, so it felt very natural. Wednesday, due to some parent-teacher conferences, we brought them in early. But I've never thought of morning practice as a bad thing. You actually, find that the guys have that, they're fresh. Their central nervous system's not been worn down by math and algebra and English and history. So we had a great spirited Wednesday morning practice. So I couldn't have put 3 days better than that. And Thursday, our polished day, was great weather as well. So it's just we've had a good week despite, like you said, the changes. And that goes maturity and the process and the growth. That would not have happened my first year here.
Does it help a team playing a game tonight when they know that we don't have a game next Friday? Can you concentrate a little bit more on Fairview instead of worrying about something else?
I would think between what's at stake and then also, like you said, I gave this analogy to the team this week. Anytime a coach says, all right, last sprint, what always happens? Everybody always finds that extra gear. So we've talked about that. Like, give us that last sprint every day before practice, last sprint, right? And give us all you got for tonight and through this week, and then we're going to all take some time off that we need next week as we prepare for a playoff run.
Injury report, how are we looking coming out of the East Limestone game?
We stayed healthy again. We have been very blessed this year. I do attribute, again, this community getting behind me and support. We feed our kids every day, and I think that stuff matters as you hold up throughout a season.
A JV report, I think we wrapped up this week.
Had a thrilling 0-3 loss at West Point. We hosted them in the cold, rainy weather Monday night.
3-0?
3-0 for a JV game.
That's refreshing. I like that.
Either a lot of good tackles or a lot of poor execution on offense. I'll let y'all decide.
That's what it was. Okay. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up. It's Lawrence County and Fairview. The winner of this game goes a long, long way toward hosting the first round of the playoffs, and I think any team would rather host a playoff than travel someplace else to play.
I would love to bring playoff football back to Moulton, Alabama. That'd be a great, great thing.
It'd be a very great thing. Having said that, the only thing we got left to say now is go Big Red.
Go Big Red.
Benny Williams, back upstairs to you.
Thank you very much. Our weekly scouting report with head coach Trent Walker, brought to you by Marcia Terry, Century 21 Clement Realty, the Red Devils, and the captains for Fairview meeting at center court. While they do that, we'll take this 30-second timeout. And we'll be back on 97.9 Sports.
If you're in the mood for good barbecue, pork, chicken, ribs, or turkey, it's John's Barbecue. If you're in the mood for good seafood, catfish, shrimp, oysters, or stuffed crab, it's John's Barbecue. Even if you're in the mood for something else, why, with 12 tasty side items, there's always something you can enjoy again and again. Since 1995, John and Stacey Cross has always appreciated your business. John's Barbecue, right here in Moulton, Court Street and Highway 157. Good friends, good food, all fired up.
This broadcast is brought to you by Philtech. Located in Cortland, Philtech brings you over 25 years experience formulating custom water treatment blends that meet your specific needs. Since 2014, Philtech has provided custom chemical blends for industrial boiler water and cooling tower treatments, as well as a manufacturer of aluminum salt coagulants that serve many municipalities. From 50 pounds to 45,000 pounds, they can take care of the treatments you need. 256-637-2843. That's Philtech in Cortland.
Welcome back to Fairview as the Red Devils have won the toss, Greg, and elected to defer their option to the second half. So they'll be kicking off here in a fairly gusty wind still. Could be an issue for kicking off and punting and receiving as the first quarter winds out.
Yeah, that's the right word. It's up and down. Our team captains tonight, Drew Gatlin, Trip Eagle, Tyson Cooper, and Caden Norwood was at midfield there during the little coin toss ceremony.
The Red Devils come on the field. I guess you can hear in the background. We're right down, almost right on top of them tonight here from Fairview. Pretty good seat, though.
And we've got a good seat. I've seen Parker, Flanagan, Montgomery, Ferris, Jones, Smith, Norwood, Drains, you name it, and they are here tonight.
Other region games, no, the county games, rather. Lexington's at Hatton, and that's for all the marbles tonight. To see who plays at home in the first round of the playoff. West Morgan is at East Lawrence. 5A games around. Ardmore's at Russellville, West Point. East Limestone and Brewer has the open date. Hartsville plays Decatur tonight. Bob Jones at Austin. Priceville at Westminster. Vinemont at Danville. Graysville at Decatur Heritage. Columbia at Athens. And Faultville playing the Addison Bulldogs tonight. Catch us up to date, Greg. Had a big week in volleyball.
Oh, Coach Hutto has got to be extremely proud of these girls in their 5A area championship. Lawrence County's volleyball team is currently 44-16, and that's after starting off the season. At one time, I think they were like 8-8. So they finished up. They swept Russellville and Brewer yesterday in the Area 15 finals. That means that the Lawrence County Red Devils varsity volleyball was undefeated throughout the area this season. And Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, Von Braun Civic Center at 11:30. That's where the North Super Regional begins, and the Lawrence County Red Devils will play Douglas. That would be the Area 13 runner-up, and that game will start at 11:30. And it's my understanding that after the 11:30 game, they'll have a 5 o'clock showing. That is to determine who makes the state, Benny.
Thank you very much. Here's the kickoff. Caden Lee hits a line drive, and it'll spin out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. So that will be an option for Fairview, whether they want to make the Red Devils kick it again or they want to take it at the 35-yard line, and my guess is the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that's not altogether bad for the Fairview or for the Red Devils. Caden Lee's had a great year kicking the ball. We were talking about it. You said yourself, you see him a lot of times working solo over there, and it speaks highly of his work ethic, and it's paid off for the young man.
Gannon Black, the quarterback for Fairview. He'll turn, and he'll leave it with the first man through, and he's got running room up across the 40 at about the 41-yard line.
From our vantage point, Benny, I wasn't able to see for sure who made the tackle for the Red Devils, but didn't take that young man long to get about, 7 yards?
Yeah, ran it right across the right side. Carson Jones, the running back for Fairview. They'll flip-flop blockers from one side to the other on his 2nd down and 4. Turn into the middle, leave it with their quarterback right up the middle, and he's up the midfield with first down. It didn't take Fairview long to put a first down in the books. They run it off the right side behind that guard and tackle. That's 2 plays in a row. They run it behind them. And it'll be first down right at midfield. Here's Black. He'll turn, leave with the tailback. And this time the Red Devils will wrestle him down right at the line.
Eli Long.
Yeah.
Give me no surprise from Fairview. They're going to change quarterback theory to go to what we call a wildcat formation. But already 2 out of 3 plays, they're just running a little counter, and the quarterback's going to have to make a quick decision.
Kolt Redding in the ball game now, quarterback. So they run the running quarterback out of the ball game and put in a different guy, and they're going to fake it into the middle, going to throw it into the flat to the far side. Little running room, good tackle at the Red Devil 46-yard line. As down goes the runner, and I think that was Caden Ware in on the stop.
I think
for the Red Devils.
Yeah, Ashton McCleskey on the reception for the Red Devils. And a pretty good 2nd down defense, not to give up any more than that.
So here's 3rd down. Let's see what they'll do with it. They run a different quarterback back in, and now they're going to leave the same guy in there. Red Devils showing blitz, and they're going to run the option play to the near side, looking for a block, and got close to a first down. In fact, they will get a first down. Is that McCleskey again?
I think that is McCleskey. That's number 26.
Yep.
You called his number. No, that's that Jones kid. That's going to be the Jones kid. Boy, they're running a lot of folks in now.
Yeah, they're shuffling them in and out of there for sure.
Yeah,
well, 1st and 10, the second first down in this drive for the Fairview Aggies. So here's Kolt Redding, quarterback, man in motion, going to throw a little bubble screen out to the right side, a little inside draw, and down he'll go after a 2-yard gain. And then here comes a different quarterback back in the ball game, Greg. You'll have a full night of keeping up with players for Fairview.
Yeah, that's the truth. I think that was a little backside tackle right there by Xander Billings. And, Benny, that pass would have been a lateral had he dropped it because it was definitely behind the line of scrimmage.
This is Gannon Black, your running quarterback. At least they did the first round. Going to run a wing back reverse around, trying to get to the outside. And down he'll go on a good open field tackle.
Yeah. Not
only by Braylon Dane, but also Caden Ware again. And it'll be 3rd down, and let's call it 6 yards to go.
Yeah, Caden Ware able to come up from the free safety spot and get him low. And then Braylon Dane finished him off. Red Devils has got to tackle well tonight. This team's averaging over 40 points a game. You don't want to get into a shootout with them.
Jake Harper, the ball carrier then. And he's back in the ball game on the right side of the quarterback. And they're going to roll that way, looking. Left-hander fires it into the flat. This ball is complete, I think, for a 1st down. Yes, it is.
That's going to be the pass complete to number 2, Cade Yeager, southpaw quarterback right there swinging that ball. He's finished too, number 19. Who is that one, Benny?
Pardon me?
Number 19. Have you got him?
Yeah, I've got him. Black. That's not the number that we have, but that's who I think it is. And here's the Red Devils. And the Red Devils have got it. They're going to call him down. Nope, they're going to give it to the Red Devils. Eli Long grabbed him and put him to the ground, and when he hit the ground, the ball came loose.
Second
Red Devil ball.
Second tackle made by Eli Long tonight. He's read the counter well. He's standing in his position. He fought off the block, moved to the inside, and it was Katie bar the door for the running back.
Yeah, that was a bear hug and a half there for sure.
He squeezed the ball out of it.
I think he did.
Oh, man.
So here the Red Devils from their own 29-yard line, their first offensive set of the night. They got trips to the left, and they're going to quick pitch it left side to Gatlin. He'll cut it to the outside. Still got running room down the far side, 10 yards, 15 yards, and out of bounds. Actually going to mark him at the 39, I think, Drew Gatlin with a carry. And that should be a 1st down, and it will be.
I tell you, Drew Gatlin, nothing fancy right there. He had to be very patient and wait on the block in front of him to develop around the corner there. And if he hadn't run out of room to the left side, he might have still been running.
That time the Red Devils overloaded that flank over on the far side with 3 blockers. And no wide receiver, sort of a different look for the Red Devils so far this year.
Yeah, I'd like to see Brent Hill pick up where he left off last week in the second half. I thought that's been his best effort on the offensive line.
So from the 39, here's a man in motion. They'll turn, leave it right up. No, they're going to throw it out in the flat. Coming to the near side, just Caden Ware, and he'll gain about 3 yards. Pretty good lick that time over there by a guy named Cade Yeager.
Yeah, Cade Yeager. He plays both ways for him. If you've noticed what I've noticed, about half their team's going both ways right here, right now for the Fairview Aggies.
It's going to be a gain of 2 yards up to the 41-yard line. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. No score. Glad you're with us tonight from Fairview. Ryder McGregory on the far side in the slot. They're going to leave it with Gatlin right up the middle, and he'll just wiggle his way forward across the 45 out to the 47-yard line, picking and choosing what he does best.
Yeah, and White Knight introduced himself to the linebacker and had a squared up block. Way to go, White Knight. Way to open the hole. Drew Gatlin doing what he does best. He just shifts and makes the cut.
Here's 3rd down about 1.5 yards from the Red Devil 46.5-yard line. Right side of the field to the left. Here's the man in motion. They're going to put Gatlin back to the left side this time of Parker Frost, and they'll leave it with Gatlin coming to the near side. He's in trouble, and he won't make a 1st down.
May have had minimal forward progress right there, Benny.
So it'll be 4th down. What do you do here, head coach?
Well, I'm getting the turnover early in the game. I'm going to see that Coach Walter is, you definitely don't want to give them the momentum right off the bat. So either way, it'd be okay with me here.
So here comes Xander Billings onto the field to punt the football. 4th in the yard at the Red Devil 47-yard line.
Christian Graham, Everett Graham, and White Knight going to do the protection of the punter.
Kolt Redding back deep for Fairview. And they'll run up, see if they can pull anybody off. They're going to run it right up the middle, and let's see, loose football. And I think Fairview might have recovered it. I think they did. They sure did. Red Devils came out there with the ball, but at least it didn't make it. Let's put it that way. Might not have been a turnover, but it will be Fairview ball. So the Red Devils try a little razzle-dazzle. Can't get it done, and Fairview will have the ball at the Red Devil 46-yard line.
Yeah, clean snap. White Knight came up. He had the ball, gave it his best effort. Fairview had just sniffed that out.
So here's 1st and 10 for the Aggies. Fake into the middle, rolling to the right, looking, got a lot of time. Now the quarterback will tuck it and run inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Had plenty of time all day to make that decision. He made the right decision. Probably got 9. Tackle made by Jesse Carty. Fairview going in a hurry.
Yeah, they're going in a hurry. Red Devils not set. Here's a pitch to the tailback, running to the right side down the far sideline. And that'll bounce at about the Red Devil 25-yard line. 1st down, number 4 in the ball game. 14-yard gain. Here's Fairview again, going in a hurry. Tailback's got the running room. Inside the 15 down to about the 14-yard line from our vantage point. And that's a quick 6-7 yards for the Fairview Aggies. After they stop the Red Devils on 4th in the yard, they're going in a hurry. That's their 5th first down already here in the first quarter. 5:38 to go. First quarter, and movement, and a 5-yard penalty against the Red Devils will be the call.
Yeah, Jesse, he kind of bid on the hard count right there. And, Benny, I think Caden Ware might have made the tackle on the last play. I don't know about your vantage point, from where we are tonight. We've got a good view on our side of the field, but it's a little bit hard for me.
Tough on the other side.
Yeah, seeing across the field. We'll do our best to get the information to you at home.
So here's Black at quarterback. He'll ask for the ball. Got it. Going to run the keeper right up the middle, and Eli Long.
And the ball's loose.
And the ball's loose
Red
again.
Devil.
And the Red Devils have got it again.
Eli Long. 3 solo tackles tonight and 2 forced fumbles.
2 first quarter turnovers for Fairview.
Wow. Well, Benny, Fairview going in a hurry, there's always a risk when you're going in a hurry. You may not get that ball snapped just right or secured just right, but right now, I don't think it matters. Eli Long just mashing them out of air, ball, whatever.
He's at the 6-yard line.
Yeah.
So the Red Devils start out in a hole, but that's better than giving up territory in a possible 6. Here they are, first down and 10. Going to leave it with Gatlin. Gatlin to the right side and not much there. Might have got a yard, and that's going to be very kind to him.
Yeah, Keon Days and Colby Sear, I don't know, they might have got their signals crossed right there. It seemed like both of them went opposite ways on the offensive line, and of course that left one man unblocked, and the young man did his job. He made the tackle.
One side of the field is to the right. That's the Red Devil sideline. Parker Frost throws a little floater over there to Bryder McGregory, and he runs by somebody, and he's got a first down, I think. Just that little burst of speed, and the defensive back for Fairview got lost in the shuffle. Ryder ran almost right by him, and it's first down.
First down. Boy, you got to get out of the hole. When you're starting from your 6-yard line, so many more things can go wrong. So that'll give the Red Devils a little bit of breathing room. I think Frost 2 for 2, both of them short passes, but get the man some confidence because we're going to need a big game from our quarterback.
4:45 clock stopped on the out-of-bounds play. Nothing ball game here for Fairview. Red Devils, courtesy of 2 turnovers here in the first quarter, and there's a quick hitter over toward
Lawson
Terry, and he tried to run before he was able to put the handle on the ball, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, Frost got that ball out really, really quick, and Looked like the Red Devils might have had a little action set up in front of them right there with a couple of blockers.
I think there's a possibility they might have had a blocker or two out there.
Yeah, Red Devils run 7 plays in scrimmage so far, 4 runs and 3 passes.
Slot receivers to the left side. Here's Frost. Going to leave it right side to Gatlin. He'll lower his shoulder and take somebody on for about a 4-yard gain. There's Gatlin, the ball carrier. And that'll put the Red Devils 3rd down, and about 5 yards to go. Let's see what the Red Devils do with it on 3rd and 5. Be nice to get a 1st down and hang on to the football a little bit. Well, here we go. McGregor in the slot on the near side. Back, Frost, looking.
Got him.
Got a little go pattern to Braylon Dame, and I think he's got a 1st down.
Yeah, I did too, Benny.
Good job. Little stop and go by Braylon Dame right on the sticks. And it'll be a 1st down for the Red Devils.
I tell you, Benny, we got a side judge tonight that's not going to play around.
No, he gets the ball, give me the sticks, and let's go.
He never takes his eye off the spot. He makes the call quick, gets the ball in play. Huge 1st down for the Red Devils.
So out at the 27-yard line, you set it down for the Red Devils. They'll go with that trip stack scenario over on the right side, and they're going to leave it with the tailback. There goes Gatlin again, and he's got 5, maybe 6 yards out to the 31-yard line. You got about almost 5 yards.
He did that with about 3 Aggies on top of him, Benny.
The Red Devils doing exactly what they need to do, and that's keep the ball away from Fairview.
And they're doing it against the defense that is averaging giving up only 7 points per game. Where did this drive started? What is the Red Devils 6-yard line? 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here the Red Devils 2nd down. We'll call it a longish 5 from their own 31-yard line. Right side of the field to the right. Parker Frost again. Gatlin again. Running off the left side, and this time he'll be stood up. Not much going on there, and it'll be 3rd down.
I tell you, their linebackers are taking some chances right now. They're guessing right. Big number 78. I remember that dude from last year. Him and Newton both doing a good job. But Eli Long, Brent Hill, Tion Day, Colby Sear, and Cooper Wilkerson on the offensive line for the Red Devils.
Maddox Denham in the ball game. Watch out.
You got it.
He's always a threat. Here's a man in motion. Crosses formation. Rolling right. Frost going to float one down the far sideline. Tipped up in the air, and it's caught out of bounds by Braylon Dame. At the Fairview 40-yard line, that ball was tipped up in the air, and Braylon Dame was able to haul it in, but both feet out of bounds. So it'll be 4th down.
I think that just tells you right there, Braylon Dame has got hands. He's had about 16 catches this year. He's creeping up, on the all-time receiving list, probably in the top 10 already for the Red Devils, according to Robert Montgomery, our statistician.
Here's Andrew Billings in to punt the ball, standing his own 19-yard line. High snap over the head of everybody. Billings runs all the way back inside the 5. Now he's got to run the football. Coming to the near side out to the 15, and good for him to get the Red Devils back that much yardage. Boy, that one sailed. That was way over his head. So that puts Fairview in great shape at the 15-yard line. Here are the Aggies, 1st down and 10 at the Red Devil 15 after the errant snap, and now the Red Devils outside. They're going to say somebody jumped, moved. Red Devils are pointing at Fairview.
Yeah, they may have got in the neutral zone.
Yeah, it's going to be against Fairview.
I tell you, Benny, you got a hats off to the officials. That's not an easy call.
No, but White Kelso was pretty sure the other guy moved, since he would have been the culprit had he not been.
He'd have had to explain that to Mama later on.
Later on.
Mama swear he knew.
So that's a 5-yard penalty back out to the 21. And there's movement again.
Yep. And they may get that 5 back. Let's see. Yep. Well,
get it back. Give and take it.
Yep.
Third penalty is 15 yards now against the Red Devils. That'll put it back right where we were.
Watching that white tackle for Fairview, he's twitching just a bit over there on that right-hand side.
Yeah, he is, David. There's no doubt about it.
They're going to run the ball. The keeper, quarterback on the inside, got a pretty big hole on a penalty play, and that's going to be holding. So just bring that one right on back. Got him into about the 4-yard line, but that's going to be a line of scrimmage foul from about the 15-yard line.
You can kind of tell a holding penalty when they throw one, can't you? You can tell by the flag.
Yeah, you can tell how hard it's from.
Exactly right.
Sure.
That's a big penalty against Fairview to help the Devils. Fairview in their third drive in the first quarter with 1:48 in a scoreless ball game. Their first 2 drives ended in turnovers. Eli Long forcing the fumble, so need number 3 turnover, Benny.
Here comes the throwing quarterback back in the ball game, Kolt Redding. Out of the shotgun. Got a ball carrier to his left. Wide side of the field to the right. Redding, long count. Leaves it with the tailback. Trying to cut it back to the middle of the field. Runs through one tackler and down he'll go at the 20. Run back inside the defensive end, but the Red Devils and the Cavalry came to play. Tion Days made the tackle. At least had a hand in it. He's coming out of the ball game.
I'll tell you what, Fairview is spreading the field.
Back, rolling to the right, looking, throwing it in the flat. This ball is incomplete and out of bounds.
Intended for Ashton McCleskey.
I tell you, that young quarterback of theirs, he might throw a 90-yard touchdown tonight, but so far, his arm is not very strong from where I'm standing.
The best pass has been thrown from the running quarterback, the left-hander so far.
Exactly.
The southpaw.
So here's third down. Second third down situation of the night for Fairview. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter of play. And the clock stopped. The clock's not running.
No, but the play clock is. It's down to 7. Every indication is they're running student body right, so look out for a counter.
Here's the man in motion, and they just took too much time.
Run out of
play off.
Yeah.
You're exactly right, Greg.
I'm telling you, we're about to run out of daylight right there.
Third penalty for 20 yards now against Fairview.
Benny, you see that at every level.
Yes, you do.
High school, college, professional league. Sometimes but you got 40 seconds.
Now you're seeing it in baseball.
Yeah. You're right again.
I like it in baseball.
So here's third and about 20. Red Devils don't need to give up a big play. Pressure coming. Over the middle. Intercepted. Coming their way. Here comes Chris Engel. He's running up across the 40 and out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
That would be turnover number 3
in the first quarter.
I'm telling you, Red Devils is going to have to take advantage of, hey, did Chris Engel play that perfectly? That's what the free safety is supposed to do. Little cover 2 situation. He read it right on the go route from the Fairview Aggie. And we talked about the quarterback. Well, he can throw it, but he overthrew his man about 10 yards.
They put the ball at 47-yard line. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. No score here from Fairview, but it's been a dandy so far. Here's Frost, straight back. Got time. Got a lot of time now. Now rolling to his left. Still looking. Fires over the middle. Caught. Ryder McGregory inside the 30. Inside the 20. And out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Take it to 15. What a great catch by Little 33. That's a 34-yard gain and a Red Devil first down.
Parker threw it where he's the only man that could have caught it. Then I was more impressed by the big offensive lineman not being downfield. I'm telling you, it's 20 on the play clock. Now the Red Devils in the same situation Fairview was in. Need to get this play in and get rolling.
Yeah, they got to run one more at least. They break the huddle with 10 seconds to go on the play clock.
Hurry, Red Devils, hurry.
Right side of the field to the right. Hadn't got time for people to be directing traffic. They get it away. Frost is back. Floats it over in the corner. It's incomplete. Intended over there for, I believe,
Brody Bean. I'm not so sure we didn't wind up having to rush just a little bit.
We
there,
did. We did. Just a little bit.
Of course, it's hard to get set with the 40-second play clock after a big play on the completion to Ryder McGregory. Hey, don't be surprised if you don't see Parker Frost fake one out here toward Braylon Dame and keep it himself and come wide open around this right side.
He's got a lot of room over here. It's going to go the other way. A little tall sweep. Left side into the short side to Drew Gatlin. Tried to pick up an extra blocker over there, but not a lot. And it'll be third down.
Third down, he might have got, what, maybe 3 or 4 yards?
Yeah, it's hard for us to see. 3 yards, says their producer and statistician.
And he got him by himself. I like that little quick pitch. Is that the last? Was that the last play?
Yes, sir. That was it. End of the first quarter. Nothing. Red Devils and the Fairview Aggies will return to Fairview after this 1-minute timeout on 97.9 Sports and the Red Devil Sports Network.
In sports, you want to be a champion. The same is true in portable buildings. So why not visit Champion Portable Buildings, where you'll find a storage solution to fit every need. You'll find all shapes, all sizes, all colors, all kinds of options and payment choices to fit your budget. And they're built right here in Moulton. Log on to championportablebuilding.com to find your local authorized dealer, and you'll discover both affordable pricing and champion quality. For your next storage answer, it's a great day to be a champion. When you need auto body repair, you need a name you can rely on. And that name, the same name in 2023 it has been for years. It's Charlie's Body Shop. It doesn't matter if your vehicle is big or small, foreign or domestic. Charlie's Body Shop takes great pride in the way they do business. Charlie's Body Shop, Highway 157, just north of Moulton. 974-9172. A proud supporter of 97.9 for over 20 years and a proud sponsor of sports in Lawrence County even longer.
Welcome back to Fairview. Greg, if you're the Fairview coach, you look at your guys and say, we turned it over 3 times in the first quarter and it's still nothing. So Red Devils have got to cash in here.
Red Devils do cash in here, Benny. It'd be very easy for Fairview to get a little Halloween scare.
That's right.
They're undefeated so far, and it's something about falling behind early that'll make you nervous.
Second down and 8. Frost is back, looking. Not time. Now he's got to rush out to the right side. Still looking. Rolling right. Now he's going to tuck it and run it out of bounds at the 12-yard line. That hold on against the Red Devils is going to be the call, I think, way back here on this side.
Yeah, and this is one of those times, Benny, instead of the holding being walked off from where the flag is thrown, it'll be up at the line of scrimmage, so it's not quite as bad a penalty as it has been in the past. I think that rule changed this year.
Trying to see what we got here. Yep, that's right. So it'll be third down in about 16, something like that.
And we got to remember, too, we've got Caden Lee that I think is capable of hitting from about 45. So need a positive play right here.
Sure wouldn't want to test him tonight. I'd rather see it in the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here's Frost back. Rolling right. Pressure coming. And we got a stoppage in play.
I think we're going to be saved by
somebody
on the far right. We did jump. Let's see what they call.
5th penalty for 30 yards, and the Red Devils all of a sudden going the wrong way. So now it'll be third down in about 22, something like that. Got to be careful here. You don't want to do anything crazy.
Now, the way that play started, I think Frost was going to be sacked for probably a 10 or 15-yard loss. So maybe
absolutely
there's such a thing as a good penalty. That may have been one.
Red Devils third and long. Here comes the pressure. Going to throw it deep down the far sideline to Brody Bain, and it's overthrown, incomplete. double coverage down here on the near side. If there had been an option, you needed to go in that direction because Brody Bean was well covered, and it'll be 4th down.
A couple of times we've tried that. We tried it on the last play of the first quarter when we were heading the other way, and it looks like Caden Lee may be taking a shot at it, Benny, from what?
46.
Wow.
46 yards attempt. Jack Ball will hold it down. Kick is away, well short off to the right. He didn't hit that one very well at all. And so the Fairview Aggies will take over at the 20-yard line. So the third turnover of the night doesn't hurt Fairview. And they still play a nothing ball with 11:07 to go in the first half. We'll try to keep you up to date on some of the scores as soon as they start rolling in across the way. Here the Aggies 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Got a running back. And they're running quarterback in, and they're going to leave it with that running back, and he'll cut it back across the middle. Red Devils trying to get the ball. Trip Engel almost stripped another one, but that's going to be about a 12-yard gain, and that's Jake Harper, the ball carrier.
Nothing fancy about that play.
No.
Black just handed it off to him and said run around the right side and take a couple of Red Devils with you.
The 1st and 10. 6th first down of the night for Fairview. Go side of the field to the right. You're going to run it that way. Keeper, quarterback. That's Black. He's the ball carrier, and did the ball get out again?
Hey.
Let's see. Did we got a call? Did we get it or not get it? Talking to our head coach. Timeout. No call yet to decide whether they got it or didn't get it, but the ball was definitely out right in front of the Red Devil bench. And let's say,
Benny, if I read his warning, and I think he also said he was down.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But you're right, the ball was loose.
Red Devils almost got a sideline warning that time, too. All the motion going on right under the down marker.
Yeah, it's hard not to get a little bit excited right there, David.
That's gained about 6.5, 7 yards. Here the Aggies again. Black leaves it in the middle with Redding. Redding's got a first down up to the 45-yard line. Kolt Redding, the ball carrier. Make that Jake Harper, I'm sorry. It's first down number 7. 8-yard gain. I'll tell you sometimes, Greg, they can just line up and run it right straight at you and do a lot of damage.
Yeah, they just disappear in the defensive line of the Red Devils, and next thing you know, they're back past the linebacker.
Yeah, now you got your throwing quarterback back in there. Kolt Redding, he's going to leave it again. Inside handoff to Harper. And boy, he runs over somebody at about the Red Devil 42-yard line. That was a lick. That was another 11-yard gain. That's just running right off the right side of the guard and tackle.
Yeah, Jake Harper, he was the first one at that wreck.
Give Red Devils credit. Trip Engel stuck his head in there. He was able to make the tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Aggies at the Red Devil 43-yard line. Might have been a little movement, no flag. They're going to leave it with Redding again. And boy, he'll take you on. That's about a 3-yard gain. Trip Engel again.
Yeah, and Caden Norwood getting up off the bottom of that pile. I think he stood him up.
About a 4-yard gain, so they've decided to dispense with all the window dressing and start running the football.
Okay, Ben, we've heard about their skill position players. I'm very impressed with their offensive line right now.
Yep, they're winning the game right now.
They are. So far, of course, the Red Devils going with just a 3-man front. Now we've got Tyson Hooper creeping up in the defensive end position, running the other way.
Back in motion, going the other way. Red Devils has got that pretty well covered, and down he'll go.
Well, dare we say Eli Long might have been in on that tackle.
Ashton McCleskey, the ball carrier, he'll gain 3 yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 2.
Fairview 13 carries on the ground so far for 70 yards.
No score in the ball game. Just joining us. 4th down and 2. I'm sorry, I said 3rd down. It's 4th down and 2, and it looks like Fairview has no intent of punting the football. They got their running quarterback in. That's Black. And I look for him just to go around left end just like that right there and make a 1st down plus some. I think we got a hole. Oh, I see a flag laying at the 37-yard line. And I think this one's coming back.
5-yard
holding.
Oh, my.
Charity.
Boy, Benny, that's
a huge penalty.
That drive a head coach crazy.
That's a 10-yard walk-off from the line. That's not a spot foul, but they had it 4th down and 2, and now it's going to be 4th down and 12, and now here's another flag.
Yep.
And that one went way up in the air like the referee certainly didn't like to hear whatever he heard.
No.
No, it's a sideline warning. That seems to be the flavor of the night. Where's the walk-off at? I hadn't seen him walk it off yet. Holding Fairview. That's going to be their 30th yard worth of penalties, so the penalties are even.
From the 32.
Moves it back out to the 42. And now that almost puts you in the spot to have to punt the ball, although they still don't show that they are. It's 4th down. No doubt about it being 4th down.
4th and 7.
Now here comes the punting unit. Somebody saw the 4 instead of the 3 on this side. The LED. Everybody seems to be the play of the year for an LED down marker, and I love them.
I think it's still just a little bit of confusion for them to make sure that they got the ball spotted properly.
Yeah, that and make sure the down's correct.
Yeah, so they was
it definitely was 4th down.
So they were saying the penalty took place at 35, I guess.
That's right.
So now they're back at the
Well, that was the line. So 35 back to the 45.
Okay.
Here's the kick. High wobbler. It's going to go out of bounds, bounce straight up in the air, and the Red Devils will have it.
All things considered, Benny Williams, I think the Red Devils would have to be happy with that exchange.
Here's a flag. Another flag on the punt.
Well,
I saw somebody from Fairview being sort of trying to be held down. That's a 25-yard punt with no return. Let's see what we have.
Offsetting.
Well, we're going to go both ways with this. Some personal fouls.
Yep.
So that's just a little warning.
Yep.
Just a warning shot being fired.
We're paying attention.
Yes, we are.
Well, I tell you what, the Red Devils deep in their own territory again. The last time we were able to sneak out a couple of 1st downs.
Red Devils need to flip the field if they can. They got 2 wide receivers over here to the near side. Fairview's got the box. And they're right in the middle of the box, and there's Drew Gatlin, and down he'll go after a yard gain. I'm going to tell you, if they're going to pack it in there like that on me, I'm just playing it.
Yeah. You know, and you run the risk, but, after the couple of 1st downs last time we had the special team error with the snap over our punter's head. So go ahead and, we're playing with house money right now. We've made the playoffs, playing the number 1 team in the region, so why not?
I don't see why 15 don't get a shot at it over here.
Yeah, he's got single coverage out there with number 2.
2nd 1. They're going to fake it. There's Parker Frost. Now he's in trouble. Going back to the right side. Looking. Little head fake. And he's going to be slung out of bounds on the far side of the field. Nobody got open. He had a good bit of time to take a look, too, and it'll be 3rd down. Actually, no gain on the play after everybody ran all over the field.
That's a coverage sack, all it is.
Yes, it was. Absolutely coverage sack.
When you can stay with Raylan Dane and Ryder McGregory and Brody Bean for that length of time, and they did. Parker did a good job of buying time. I wouldn't mind seeing Frost pull one down and take off.
Yeah, a little third gear on that triple option would work just fine right now.
Red Devils got to hurry, too. On
Straight
the clock.
back, looking, firing over the middle. Braylon Dame right through his wicket and incomplete. He was open. Little skinny post. He was open up at the 35-yard line, but a little bit overshot, and it'll be fourth down.
So Red Devils will punt the ball with 6:39 to play in the first half. This will give Fairview their fifth possession. They've ended with 3 turnovers and then turnover on downs.
Xander Billings went in a good one out of you, buddy. There's somebody almost offside. There's a nice one.
Yeah.
Boy, he got all of that one. It's brought in a loose football, and the guy back here is in trouble. Still loose, and he got back on it, back at the 42-yard line, but that was a bomb when we ever needed it. 38 yards with no return.
Benny, he fumbled the ball and recovered it twice.
Yes, he did.
That's Cameron Terry, Christian Graham, Everett Graham, Cooper Wilkerson. Just good hustle by the Red Devils.
6:27 in the first half. No score still from Fairview.
Fairview's got to be wondering what in the world's going on right now.
Well, David, they've shot themselves in the foot with penalties and with play selection. If I'm them, until the Red Devils can stop me running the ball, I'm not putting it in the air.
There's Black back in the ball game. Going to live with their first tailback that started the game, and he ain't got nowhere to go. Down he goes to line. Not much there. And there's another flag. I'm going to be honest with you. We can't let this game get away from us now because of this. Unsportsmanlike. Which way? Against the Red Devils? I saw him pointing back this way.
Sure enough.
It's going to be 15 yards. I saw him point. So if I don't miss my mark, that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah. And Coach Walker making a quick substitution right there for the culprit on the play. A little extracurricular activity taken after the play was dead, had no relevance whatsoever. So see how this works against us.
Well, you can't help a team like this at all. You got to play them straight up as far as you can play them. It'll be first down and 10 now, and Red Devil land at the 44-yard line after the 15-yard penalty. Red Devil's faking blitz. He's going to leave it with their quarterback, and he'll sneak through a little bit of a hole inside the 35 down to about the 34-yard line.
And that was the passing quarterback, wasn't it? Kolt Redding?
Yes, it was. 9 yards on the game. I'm like you, Craig. Their offensive line what makes them tick.
It is. The Red Devils right now with White Kelso, Tion Days, Jesse Carty across the front, little 3-5.
Take it down in the yard. Going to leave it with a tailback, Redding. He throws the break zone, and then he'll get his first down at the 30 and be pushed back.
I think that's only, see if that's 26 that gets up right there, Benny. Yeah, Carson Jones.
Yep. First down number 10 in the ball game. Red Devils have 5. And it'll be a new set of downs for the Fairview Aggies at the Red Devil 31-yard line. 5 1/4 to go in the first half of play. Nothing. There's a turn. Going to give it again to Jones, and Jones will be pulled down after a yard gain.
White Kelso making the tackle on number 26, Carson Jones.
I believe Coach Walker wanted a holding
I
call
think
on that
there's no doubt he
play.
wanted one. He took every headset he's got off. Second yard.
I think he threw somebody else's headset, too.
Outside the field to the left on a 2nd and 8 call. Got Black back in the ball game. Going to leave it right there with Jones again, and this time he'll be into about the 20-yard line, maybe the 21, and it'll be third down in the yards. Third down and 1.
Fairview closing in to 100 yards on the ground.
Red Devil defenders have been on the field a long time in this quarter, dear Greg.
Long time trip thing. We're making that tackle for the Red Devils. 4 minutes, just right at 4 minutes to play in the first half. Still a scoreless first half.
Here's Black. Back in at quarterback. Ian Jones. Going to fake it. Leave it with Black. Black running room, cutting to the outside, and he'll be pushed out of bounds after first down. First down, number 11 in the ball game. That's an 8-yard run for Fairview, and they're going to go in a hurry. Here's Black, and they got a stoppage in play. Red Devil's going to call timeout. That'll be their first one. They'll have 2 left in the first half. Let's take one with them. 3:48 first half. Nothing from Fairview. We'll return to Fairview after this 30-second timeout.
Today's broadcast is sponsored in part by Pepsi-Cola of Decatur. Pepsi-Cola has always been a big part of any sporting event or special event in Lawrence County. Hey, look around. You see Pepsi signs everywhere. Every point scored during a high school game in Lawrence County has been displayed on a Pepsi-Cola of Decatur scoreboard. How about that? So when you need refreshment, look for that Pepsi, Mountain Dew, or Aquafina sign wherever you buy groceries. Pepsi-Cola of Decatur, you know they're big in Lawrence County.
So let's go out in the halftime show coming your way shortly.
We're waiting for this timeout to end and Fairview's offense to come back on the field. You know, Red Devils had their deepest penetration down probably about the 26-yard line of Aggie's couple penalties and failed on a 46-yard field goal. And that and the 3 turnovers by the Aggies has kept this a scoreless game. And with 3:48, Fairview by far their best opportunity of the night.
You're going to leave their running quarterback in there. You got Jones in it running back, and they're going to leave it. Well, they're going to leave it with their quarterback. That's going to be Black. Boy, he's a big boy to be hauling around, and down he'll go after about, he backs his way for about 3 yards. Another flag. Is that what we got? We're going to have holding. Maybe Coach Walker got to somebody.
He's made the effort.
You know, I think both sidelines have had a warning, at least one warning tonight. But guys, you're playing this is probably the biggest Region 8 game Lawrence County played, David, in at least since 2015.
About that, yes, sir. You're right. You're right.
It's been since 2000 since the Red Devils have won 5 consecutive region football games, and that's been quite a while ago. So it's a lot of line on the line tonight. Seeding, pride.
And we're playing like it tonight, too, so far.
Got it. Absolutely.
1st and 12 after the penalty. Fake into the middle, rolling to the left. Pressure coming. Still pressure coming. Throws that one up in the air. As Braylon Dane made a nice play on the quarterback.
Textbook. He made the quarterback commit, and then he hit him with a good, clean, what we call a athletic football move.
Kept him contained.
With no chance of a penalty flag being thrown against him. I'm telling you, if he was going to teach it, that'd be the one you'd show him.
And he just kept floating to the side with him. The length that he has was able to make a difference. So it'll be 2nd down, clock stop, with 3:10 to go in the first half.
I'm anxious to see which quarterback look like Redding.
Yep. Going to leave him in the ball game. He'll ask for the ball. Going to leave it with his running back. Coming to the near side. And he made one guy miss and then was able to get inside the 10 to about the 9. Boy, the Red Devils had 2 shots at him. That's a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, Caden did a great job taking a good angle, but maybe just a half a step slow getting there.
It's going to be 3rd down. Fairview 0 for 3 on 3rd down tonight. And he'll look to the far sideline for the play with the play clock at 18 and the stadium clock at 2:39 in the first half. There's no doubt that they're in 4-down territory. Better hurry up. Here's Black. He better ask for the ball in a hurry, and he does.
Watch number
Straight
6.
back. Gonna throw it over in the flat. Got a man down there, and the ball's tipped around and caught. Touchdown. Caden Ware was right there, and he turned around, looked at the official, and said he held me. But at any rate, it's a Fairview touchdown, and they led it 6-0.
Yeah, Red Devils had really good position.
Yeah, he had everybody there.
That play.
Yeah, it was a great play defensively. They were there. So that's going to be a 10-yard passing catch. And the point after coming. Ball's down, kicks on the way, kicks up, and the kick is good. And the Fairview Aggies' first score of the night. 2:15 to go in the first half. They lead it 7-0 over the Red Devils. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
If you need your vehicle repaired right, the first time, and as quickly as possible, Southern Automotives is waiting for you in downtown Moulton. Mark Naylor and his staff of professional mechanics will treat your vehicle like it's one of their own. From oil changes to engine replacements, brake work, tune-ups, and more, they do it all. You can even shop for tires while you're there, too. Southern Automotives at the corner of Spring and Seminary in downtown Moulton, 974-9954.
We got Auburn Tiger football coming up for you tomorrow. Tigers and Ole Miss. Kickoff at 6. Tiger Tailgate Show begins at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. You're home. Auburn football, 97-9. Benny?
Here are the Aggies to kick off. Red Devils with 2 deep. There's the kick. Going to go short. Fair catch called for and be gathered in at about the 32, 33-yard line, somewhere right in there. White Kelso on the receiving end. So the Red Devils will have the football. 2 timeouts left and 2:15 left to go before the half. So plenty of time to get one in there, Greg. I would hope.
I think Fairview's got a couple of timeouts left. Red Devils for 2 minutes. Then you got to make a big decision here. I don't think you want to put the ball back in Fairview's hands with much time left.
I think you're right. But here are the Red Devils. You're going to leave it right up the middle. To the near side, there goes Parker Frost, and he'll gain about a yard.
The Red Devils started that play from the shotgun formation, and Frost went up under center. And hadn't seen that from out in the middle of the field. We've seen it in the inside the 10 a couple of times. 1:45 to play in the first half.
Take it down to 9. Depending on what happens with this play, here's a little bubble screen on the near side. And Brody Bain on the receiving end and slung down just so the clock's going to keep running. They'll be a gain of another yard, and it'll be 3rd down and 8. I'm surprised that Fairview's not trying to stop the clock. But they're not. The Red Devils can milk this thing on down inside 1 minute. 3rd down. Red Devils are 1 out of 6 on 3rd down tonight.
Got a minute 10 on the game clock, 10 on the play clock.
Frost is back. Looking. Got all day. Throws it in the flat. Incomplete. Intended for Brody Bean.
Boy, if he could.
And there was Gatlin standing wide open.
My. Green grass kind of sideline.
I think, if anything, he was a little too close to him. He's looking further down the field.
Yep, and looking on the far side of the field. And, of course, the incomplete pass does stop the clock.
So with 1 minute left to go in the first half of play, here's Xander Billings back. He had a 38-yarder the first time. Got a good snap. Kick is away. Boy, he got another one out of there, too. They carried it all the way back inside the 30 and down. What a great punt again by Billings. 43 yards on that one with no return. And, buddy, that'll help you average in a hurry.
Yeah, that couldn't come at a better time, too.
So, great job.
Benny, I don't think Fairview is going to be satisfied with just taking a knee right here.
No, I wouldn't bet the rent on it.
Kolt Redding is going to be the quarterback.
So the line of scrimmage is going to be the 27-yard line in Fairview land. And they send one wide receiver, one-on-one out the far side. Let's see if they want to go there. And they don't. They're going to leave it with their running back. That's going to be Jones and flag down.
Maybe a block in the back.
It's going to be holding, I think. Yep, no doubt about holding. Number 2 was caught for holding. And I think that's what Coach Walker's been upset about the whole first half. And when they run that short side stuff, somebody's grabbing the Red Devil defender and around the waist, around the neck, or whatever, and taking him out of play. And that's been his problem with the officiating the whole first half. That's a 10-yard from the line of scrimmage foul.
Well, it's happened in front of him the whole game,
right
too.
in front of him. I mean, right in front of him on the short side of the field. So let's see now if Fairview don't want to goose that clock on down, maybe take a knee or whatever. I'm not sure they will.
I worry about them taking a shot.
Yep. No, if they're going to leave it with their running back, trying to cut it back into the middle, trying to break to the outside, and he does, and he's out of bounds.
I think Caden Ware wrestling down on the far side of the field. Clock run down to 19 seconds.
Out of bounds, I think.
It's up to Fairview right now. They can call it a half or get another play off.
So it appears that they're going to try to run one more play. I don't know, 18, 17, 16. They better get on with it. Here's Black. Got the running quarterback back in the ball game again. He'll ask for the ball, and he'll leave it to the right side of their tailback, and he tries to get in the open field in his tackle. That's a 45-yard line by Caden Ware. Make that trip. Engel made a good solid tackle, and the clock will stop on the first down. It's a 22-yard gain. So they run one more play, or they're just going to let the clock run on down, and they will, and that will end the first half. 7-0, Fairview, your halftime score. It's been a good one. The electrical outlet halftime show coming your way after this 2-minute timeout on 97.9 Sports.
Your Lawrence County Exchange, now known as Tennessee Valley Co-op Moulton, reminds you that they now offer you more in their recently remodeled location. Have you been to the Co-op lately? There are more choices, more service, and more savings throughout the store. The Co-op is also your home for the animals in your life, from your cattle to your pets, for the farm, for the homeowner, and for you. That's Tennessee Valley Co-op. You know, Lawrence County Exchange, Highway 157 in Moulton.
It's football time in Alabama, one of the best times of the whole year. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. It often seems like this world is changing so fast every single day, but it's nice to know that fall Friday nights in Alabama are still the same. To all the football players, cheerleaders, and band members, I hope you have a successful, safe, and winning season. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
When the sun is shining and your car is dirty, it's time to visit Shine Time Superwash. And it's also time to join the new Superwash Club, where you can get your car washed as much as you like and enjoy all of the Shine Time perks for one low monthly fee. Even better, your Superwash Club membership can be used at all Shine Time locations. Visit Shine Time in Moulton between Walmart and Sonic to learn more about the Superwash Club, or visit them online at shinetimesuperwash.com. It's not just a super wash, it's a super experience.
You may not be able to win a decathlon like Olympic gold medalist Dan O'Brien, but you can take advantage of a key ingredient to his success, using regular chiropractic care. If you suffer from chronic headache, sinus or ear infection, or other body pains, Dr. Fletcher may be able to help you stay fit for one of the most important races of all, your race through life. New patients are always welcome. For an appointment, the number is 974-0415. Fletcher Family Chiropractic Clinic, across from Bankhead Plaza, and on the web at FletcherFamilyChiropractic.com.
Your home for LCHS Red Devils and Auburn Tiger football, 97.9. This is the LCHS Red Devil Football Halftime Report on Classic Radio 97.9 and WALW.org.
And we welcome you to the Electrical Outlet Halftime Show. Our broadcast tonight brought to you also by Congressman Robert Adderholt, Brewers Heating and Air, the Birch Agency and Bobby Birch, Champion Portable Buildings, Charlie's Body Shop, Fletcher Family Chiropractic Clinic, Greg's Ambulance Service, Guthrie's of Moulton, Joe Wheeler Flash Fiber, John's Barbecue, Pepsi Cola of Decatur, Phil Tech of Cortland, Shine Time Superwash, Southern Automotives, Tennessee Valley Co-op, and by Marcia Terry, Realtor for Century 21 Clement Realty. As I said, the halftime program brought to you by Electrical Outlet since 1978. You needed to know, you've asked the pros at Electrical Outlet in Moulton. Colby and Brittany McLemore carry on that tradition every day. They've got all the right tools and materials for projects any time of the season. Speaking of seasons, fall is in the air. It is here in Fairview tonight. But there's still some time, some nice weather outside to do some of those projects around the house or the farm before the seasons change for sure, and you don't want to be outside. Electrical Outlet also has the lumber and other building materials you need, so there's really no need to go anywhere else. The Electrical Outlet, next door to Tractor Supply in Moulton, your home for everyday savings. Go and see Colby and the crew at Electrical Outlet tomorrow. Our game tonight is only one of many games being played in and around our area. As far as county schools going on tonight, Lexington is at Hatton. Lexington coming in with a 4-3 record. The homestanding Hornets are 6-1. The Hornets could secure a home playoff game with a win tonight against the 4-3 Lexington football team. The battle of West and East taking place at East Lawrence tonight as that powerhouse team, the West Morgan Rebels, coming in at 7-0, playing East Lawrence at East Lawrence, the record of 2-5. And we'll try to get some updated scores during the Electrical Outlet halftime show as we see them coming down the line. Other Region 8 games tonight. That's our region. Ardmore is at Russellville. Ardmore is Russellville rather 6-1. Ardmore's right the opposite. Change those numbers around. They're 1-6. In West Point at 4-4, playing tonight at East Limestone. East Limestone 0-7. Red Devils took care of business with them last week at Red Devil Stadium. And the Brewer Patriots have an open date tonight. Speaking of open dates, Lawrence County will be open next week as we get ready for the Wilson Warriors coming into town in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tonight, the Red Devils will be making some plans for Wilson and making some plans for some postseason action coming up in week 11 of the 2023 football season. Other games taking place of interest. Hartselle is at Decatur. Should be a good one. Bob Jones is at Austin. Crossville is at Westminster Christian. Vinemont is entertaining the folks at Danville tonight. Galesville is at Decatur Heritage. Columbia is at Athens. Faultwood is at Addison. That gets you up to date on teams around our listening area and around North Alabama. Here, Fairview leading the Red Devils 7-0. We'll take another 2-minute break and bring you back with more of the Electrical Outlet halftime show on 97.9 WALW.org on the Red Devil Sports Network. Back in 2 minutes.
Insurance is all about relationships, that personal relationship with people who live in your community and will be there when you need it the most. At the Birch Agency, they get that. They're an agency with an experienced staff that listens to your needs and understands your pocketbook. Independent agents like the Birch Agency go through several different companies to get you a great rate and will offer you the experience and professionalism that fits your needs. Let them prove to you that your insurance is only as good as your agent. The Birch Agency, 256-974-1110.
Stop at Guthrie's, the original golden fried chicken finger specialist, and you'll see why people drive from everywhere for that golden fried chicken. There's the Guthrie's box with chicken fingers, fries, homemade coleslaw, Texas toast, and that delicious one-of-a-kind sauce. A proud supporter of sports in Lawrence County since 2005. And whether you choose drive-through, dine-in, carry-out, or delivery by DoorDash, it's still that great Guthrie's chicken. Highway 157 in Moulton.
This broadcast is brought to you by Filtech. Located in Cortland, Filtech brings you over 25 years experience formulating custom water treatment blends that meet your specific needs. Since 2014, Filtech has provided custom chemical blends for industrial boiler water and cooling tower treatments, as well as a manufacturer of aluminum salt coagulants that serve many municipalities. From 50 pounds to 45,000 pounds, they can take care of the treatments you need. 256-637-2843. That's Filtech in Cortland.
And we welcome you back to Fairview, Alabama. The region leading Aggies, leading our Red Devils here at the half, 7-0. Lots of turnovers taking place, and not a whole lot of offensive action. Red Devils playing pretty good ball on both sides of the line of scrimmage here tonight. And of course, the winner of tonight's game takes one more step toward not only being in the playoffs, of course both of these teams are in the postseason, but also take advantage of maybe a little bit of home field advantage in the first round. It's my understanding that if the Red Devils win tonight, and if Russellville takes care of Fairview next week, I think it is, then the Red Devils will be hosting the first round. If not, Red Devils probably going south, as we have in the past, toward the Jefferson County area to perform in the first round of playoff 2023. Hey, I got some news for you here. Here's something different in town. You know, if you love your dog, and who doesn't, you know, you're going to love the new self-serve dog wash located at the Sign Shop in Moulton. It's just off of Court Street. This open-air, fenced-in, lighted, and secure dog wash has hot and cold water and 3 types of shampoos, believe it or not, including one that's vet grade that's rated for fleas and ticks. Now, there's even a oatmeal-based conditioner, too. If you want more, we've got more. How about a multi-speed, multi-temp dryer, hydraulic grooming table, towels, and a tub that's big enough to hold your dog up to 200 pounds. And, you know, and it's easy as washing your car, too. Open around the clock, but if you visit during the Sign Shop's regular business hours, your first visit is free. I just want you to try it out to let you see how much you're going to love it and come back and use it again and again. The dog wash, once again, is located at the Sign Shop. For more information, the number to call, 256-974-1279. And I saw that a few weeks ago. They showed it to me, and it's quite a slick operation. So if you love your pet might even like, your dog might even like getting a bath at the new dog wash at the Sign Shop. Here at 7-0 Fairview, Fairview Aggie Band getting ready to entertain the folks here. And we're going to take another 2-minute break and come back with more with the Electrical Outlet Halftime Show. 7-0 our score, Fairview on top. Back in 2 minutes. You're listening to the Electrical Outlet Halftime Show.
If you're in the mood for good barbecue, pork, chicken, ribs, or turkey, it's John's Barbecue. If you're in the mood for good seafood, catfish, shrimp, oysters, or stuffed crab, it's John's Barbecue. Even if you're in the mood for something else, why, with 12 tasty side items, there's always something you can enjoy again and again. Since 1995, John and Stacey Cross has always appreciated your business. John's Barbecue, right here in Moulton, Court Street, and Highway 157. Good friends, good food, all fired up.
In sports, you want to be a champion. The same is true in portable buildings. So why not visit Champion Portable Buildings, where you'll find a storage solution to fit every need. You'll find all shapes, all sizes, all colors, all kinds of options and payment choices to fit your budget. And they're built right here in Moulton. Log on to championportablebuilding.com to find your local authorized dealer, and you'll discover both affordable pricing and champion quality. For your next storage answer, it's a great day to be a champion.
Locally owned and operated, Brewers Heating and Air Conditioning has proudly served this area with the finest in heating and air conditioning for over 40 years. Building a new home? Remodeling a home? You can trust Norman Brewer and all the folks at Brewers Heating and Air for your heating and cooling needs. They offer free estimates, available financing, and if you need service, they have you covered there too. Your headquarters for quality American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is Brewers Heating and Air right here in Moulton, 974-9204, Alabama license 84046.
When you need auto body repair, you need a name you can rely on. And that name, the same name in 2023 it has been for years. It's Charlie's Body Shop. It doesn't matter if your vehicle is big or small, foreign or domestic. Charlie's Body Shop takes great pride in the way they do business. Charlie's Body Shop, Highway 157, just north of Moulton. 974-9172. A proud supporter of 97.9 for over 20 years and a proud sponsor of sports in Lawrence County even longer.
And we welcome you back to Fairview. You know, Greg, when I go out to see Charlie Hulls at Charlie's Body Shop, and I've done it for over 20 years now, I'll go in and he'll say one or two things. He'll either say, "You had a wreck," or "Is it that time?" Because he'll know that it's time for LCHS football, that Charlie always comes through. He was our first sports sponsor and a big supporter of all sports in Lawrence County. So I just thought about that. I just heard Charlie's spot. 7-0 our score here from Fairview. Greg, Coach Walker and I were talking before the game that realistically, to have a chance to beat this number one team in the region, we had to play 4 quarters of good football and not wait till the second half to do our best. And overall, we've done pretty good in the first half. We've hung with them pretty well.
Dave, we've been a slow-starting team in the first half all year long, and we've been down worse than 7-0 and come back and win football games. The surprising thing about this football game is we have played error-free as far as turnovers.
Right.
Now, I think one could argue that the high snap to our punter that gave them excellent field position, could be considered a turnover. And that being the case, though, we were the recipient of a couple of fumbles. Eli Long made a couple of great plays, and we had an interception.
Let me put something in perspective, too. I was noticing some stats before the game tonight. Fairview, through 7 games, outscored their opponent 280-50. So you kind of put that in perspective. We're sitting here at 7-0. We're down 7. Yes, we are. But, we got a chance to come back. We're showing up pretty well tonight.
Well, we're one possession behind. If you wanted to say it that way, the Red Devils did win the opening toss. Team captains run out on the field. Drew Gatlin and Tripp Engel and Tyson Hooper and Caden Norwood won the toss, deferred to the second half. So we're going to get the ball first.
Yep. We'll
see what adjustments have been made offensively. Defensively, David, it's a matter of can we continue to stop the run. Benny made the comment our defense has been on the field for quite a while. No points were scored in the first half until 2 minutes and 15 seconds when Redding hit the pass play to put them up 6, and the extra point was good.
Yeah, you're right. And looking at some of the stats for Fairview in the first half, they've rushed the ball 22 times for a total of 138 yards. They are 2 or 3 in the air. One of those is for a touchdown, but only for 19 yards. So a total of 157 yards total in the first half. But you're right, Red Devil defense spent a lot of time on the field the first half. Fatigue, conditioning is going to come into play in the fourth quarter.
Well, it will, and I know in the pregame you and Coach Walker were talking about this was almost like a playoff game, playoff atmosphere. We could rest next week. Defense has been on the field. The Aggies has had 12 first downs. So with the turnovers still to have 12 first downs, that tells the folks at home just how long we have been on the field, because they have not got chunks of yardage. It's been 10, 12 yards through 2 or 3 plays each first down.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at some of the stats for Lawrence County in the first half offensively, Drew Gatlin, the straw that's been stirring the drink, 10 carries for a total of 31 yards. Parker Frost had 1 carry for 1 yard. Passing department, Parker doing pretty good. 5 of 11 for 86 yards. 5 of 11 for 54 yards. Combined that for 32 yards. The Red Devils have a total of 86 yards. Offense in the first half, they may need to pick up on that just a little bit in the second half, Greg.
Yeah, I think you'll see that. We started out the first 7 plays we ran. 3 were passes, 4 were run. We're going to have to keep them off their toes. We cannot allow them to put 8 men in the box. Right. You're not going to be successful over here against what I'm seeing on this offensive and defensive line. Right now, their offensive line is playing a heck of a football game.
Absolutely. Parker, very much passing the ball to a lot of different receivers. Caden Ware, 1 reception for 3 yards. Ryder, 3 receptions for 42 yards. Brandon with 1 reception for 6. Brody, 1 reception for 3. So Parker's been very liberal in his passing, giving it to 4 different receivers.
Yeah, and the one area that I think we have played excellent offensively is our offensive line as far as pass protection. You give Parker Frost has got the arm between Braylon Dane, Ryder McGregory, Drew Gatlin, Brody Bean, Lawson Cherry. We can shake somebody loose. So 7 points, if you're sitting at home, don't go too far.
That's right.
Because it can happen in a hurry. We've seen it all year with this Red Devil football team.
Absolutely right. Red Devils coming back onto the field. Fairview will be very close behind. That's going to wrap it up for the Electrical Outlet halftime show. Remember, we need to know, ask the pros at Electrical Outlet at the intersection of 157 and Court Street, right there next door to Tractor Supply. You can go see Colby and the guys tomorrow at Electrical Outlet. As I said, it wraps it up for the Electrical Outlet halftime show. We'll take a 90-second break and come back to second half action. 7-0 our score. Stick around. We'll be right back.
This has been the LCHS Red Devil Football Halftime Report. Stay tuned. The second half is about to get underway on Classic Radio 97.9 and WALW.org.
Today's broadcast is sponsored in part by Pepsi-Cola of Decatur. Pepsi-Cola has always been a big part of any sporting event or special event in Lawrence County. Hey, look around. You see Pepsi signs everywhere. Every point scored during a high school game in Lawrence County has been displayed on a Pepsi-Cola of Decatur scoreboard. How about that? So when you need refreshment, look for that Pepsi, Mountain Dew, or Aquafina sign wherever you buy groceries. Pepsi-Cola of Decatur, you know they're big in Lawrence County.
If you need your vehicle repaired right, the first time, and as quickly as possible, Southern Automotives is waiting for you in downtown Moulton. Mark Naylor and his staff of professional mechanics will treat your vehicle like it's one of their own. From oil changes to engine replacements, brake work, tune-ups, and more, they do it all. You can even shop for tires while you're there too. Southern Automotives at the corner of Spring and Seminary in downtown Moulton, 974-9954.
It's football time in Alabama, one of the best times of the whole year. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. It often seems like this world is changing so fast every single day, but it's nice to know that fall Friday nights in Alabama are still the same. To all the football players, cheerleaders, and band members, I hope you have a successful, safe, and winning season. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
And we welcome you back to Fairview, Alabama, as the Aggies and the Red Devils getting little stretching exercises in before the second half begins. Red Devils trailing Fairview 7-0. Benny, got some scores from around the area, maybe.
Yeah, we got some scores in at halftime. Lexington and Hatton tied at 14, playing down at Hatton tonight. That's at half. Priceville ahead of Westminster Christian 15-14. This is sort of surprise. Lauderdale County and Mars Hill, if this is correct, tied at 7 at the half.
Oh, my goodness.
Red Bay trailing Tanner 20-6. That's at the half. West Morgan 56, East Lawrence 6 at the half. Hartsville ahead at Decatur 14-7 at the half. I think all these are going to be halftime scores. Winston County 14, Addisville 14. Russellville 49, Ardmore nothing at the half. And so we can have Bob Jones trailing Austin 28-7. That's a halftime score. Brooks 42, Wilson 8. Wilson will be our opponent in 2 weeks.
Yep.
At Red Devil Stadium. Mosa shows 20, Coleman 14. That's a little closer than I thought. That's halftime score. Athens 35, Columbia nothing. And Danville trailing Vinemont 18-6. Desbury Hills Rogers 7-0.
Wow.
So it gathers up most of our teams in our listening area right here at that time.
Yeah, my understanding, the Hatton election score 14.5. If Hatton wins tonight, they will host their first round of playoffs. So it's kind of a big
game for them.
Big game for them tonight, absolutely.
Well, Lexington has always been their nemesis. Yep. Everybody's got one, and it's always been a burner every time they play. So Red Devils get the football and start the second half.
Speaking of playing, we got Red Devils to our right, Aggies to our left. Time to turn things over to the voice of Lawrence County Sports, Mr. Benny Williams, sir.
If you recall, the Red Devils won the toss to start the ball game and deferred their option until now. So as a result, they will get the football trailing 7-0. Let's see what we'll come up with. See if we can tie this ball game up on this possession. Sounds good to me. We're ready to kick off. Here's Redding to kick off, and he'll kick it to the near side. This is going to be Gatlin. And Gatlin will wiggle through a spot or two up across the 37 and be ushered out of bounds in the 37-yard line. So good field position for the Red Devils. We'll start it right there, and it'll be first down and 10. They'll be moving from right to left here in the third quarter. Glad you're along with us.
If I was going to pooch kick it, I wouldn't pooch kick it to Drew
Not
Gatlin.
Drew Gatlin. Wrong guy.
Yeah, wrong number.
Hey, how's the shorts working out for you guys over
Well,
there? I ask you about that.
Getting a little bit iffy, but one thing about it, the concrete's warm. Here's a turn and a give to Gatlin, running off left side, and he'll just drag a few people with him up across the 40, out to about the 42-yard line. That's a pretty nice 5-yard run right off the bat. Nothing smart about that one. Just hand it to me, and I'll run behind my tackle.
Absolutely. David Brad Lovelady asked me, was I riding a chicken or was that my leg?
A chili chicken.
Yeah.
Second down and 5. From the Red Devil 42-yard line. Frost got him up, back, wanting to throw, got time, fired it over the middle. This ball is incomplete. Intended for Brody Bain. He took a pretty good pop on a little skinny post. But he almost made a great catch, too.
I tell you, Brody Bain, knowing what was coming.
Yeah.
He didn't cut the route off. He didn't cut it off short. Might have been led just a step ahead, but that play's going to be there tonight before it's over.
Well, the thing about it is, if the ball's there just a little quicker, he's got it caught, and then he deals with the defensive back. So here's third down and 5. Red Devils need a first down. Going to turn to the inside. Here's Gatlin, plants his foot. He's a 45, and that's as far as he'll go. Red Devils running in the short side of the field, and they want to go for it. But Coach Walker says, no, I don't think so. As good a night as Andrew Billings has had, other than the one that was snapped completely over his head.
Yep.
You got to let him punch the football.
Well, I think you called that last one. It was about 43, 44 yards, no return.
Yeah.
High school football, you're not going to see that many times. Big Christian Graham, his brother Everett White Knight does a good job of punt protection for the Red Devils. Snap is so important.
There it is. Good snap. Got time. Kicks out of there, and this is another good one. A wobbler off to the right side that's going to hit and bounce straight up, take a Red Devil roll inside the 15 and goes down at about the 14-yard line. 40 yards on that one.
And no return. So important.
Got that friendly roll.
Yeah, I think you're going to finally spot it right maybe on top of the 15-yard line.
Yep, you're right.
You do a great job looking down that way. I have not been able to see. find the yardage markers down across the field.
That's the tough corner. They played in it half the night. Here's Black. Going to leave it with his tailback, and he'll plant his foot and turn it upstream, and he gets that to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, Carson Jones on the carry right there. Tyson Hooper on the tackle, and Caden Ware coming up. Benny, anytime we're having to make as many tackles as we are with our free safeties and cornerbacks,
that ain't good.
That's not what you want to see.
They're going to run the same things that they're going to let Black run it this time. And I heard somebody at the concession stand during the timeout talking about the fact that they're going to come out and try to run it down our throat. And there's 2 straight plays saying just that.
Yeah, that's last drive of the second half. We talked about it. Until we show them we can stop them on 4 downs, I don't think you're going to see the ball in the air.
14th first down. That's a 14-yard run that time by Black.
A lot of movement right there.
Right
yeah,
here.
Number 4, he left early. But
yeah, 50 was getting a run and go at it, too.
Yeah, we saw that a lot last week. And we were guilty some, too.
Yep.
But it didn't get called as often. But so far, this crew tonight has been spot on in their officiating.
A1, and they kept the game moving.
Absolutely.
So first down and 15, they'll move the ball back into the Fairview 35. 7-0 ball game, 9:46 third quarter. Here from Fairview. Right side of the field is to the right. They're going to leave it inside with Jones again, and the Red Devils have gotten him in the backfield. And Xander Billings shot the gap. And they put him on the ground. That's going to be another loss on the play of about 2 yards.
Well, I'll tell you what, Benny, when Fairview pulls that guard and they get up ahead of thing coming this way, the only chance really you got
is on the backside.
Yeah. And that's such a dangerous thing because, once you get behind the ball carrier, the numbers go in their favor. But Xander did a good job. We've seen him do that a couple of times so far this year.
So here's your throwing quarterback in the ball game. It's going to be Redding. He'll run it to the left side. Dane cuts him to the inside, throws a little pop pass, and it's going to be caught. And then the receiver will be swamped at the 40-yard line. That'd be about a 6-yard gain, and that's all.
Yeah, they're going to probably give him, even up to the 42. Am I seeing that right?
It'll be 3rd and 9. Yeah, it's about a 6-yard gain. They have 16 to go. 3rd and 8. Big play here for the Red Devils. They need to stop right here. 3rd and 8 from the Fairview 42-yard line. They're going to leave Redding in the ball game. Wouldn't doubt if he don't hand it off to Jones. Nope, that's what he's going to run the option play, far side, and he's got a first down unless he went out of bounds. That's all the way across the field. Our spotter says it's going to be about a yard short.
Eli Long went a long way right there for a big man. Caden Norwood in hot pursuit.
So 4th and 1, so they got in shouting distance, and they'll go for it. Or are they? I say they are.
I say they are.
Well, this is one of those plays right here where, if it works, you're a hero. If it don't, you're a zero.
They're going to do that or try to draw us off sides, and that's exactly what they tried.
Stay set.
They might go now.
Stay set.
They're going to try to pull the Red Devils off sides, and we're too disciplined for that. So good job, Red Devils.
Man.
The Fairview brought the call out.
Yep, they sure did. Fairview uses their first time out of the second half.
I still think we'll probably see them go for it, David. They just going to try to get it the easy way right there.
Yep, trying to see if they can find the easy way out, but still not sold out. They won't go for it, Greg. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason they're leading the region right now, Benny, in both points scored and points given up in the game. I don't think it's been smoke and mirrors. I think we can see why.
Yes.
They're just good.
Well, you've got better than average skill position players, but that offensive and defensive front is putting on a show, which tells you how well we're playing too.
I'll still watch for the face if I'm you.
Yeah, Xander Billings, Eli Long, Keon Days, White Kelso. We're loaded up in the box just in case here.
Yeah, got Trip Engel in the back.
Okay.
They are acting back, going to punt it, trying to kick it away from Engel. They learned the lesson the last time, and this one will roll out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. Is that right?
Or 9, yeah.
38 yards on the punt, and they did kick it away from 13. So 38-yard punt, no return, but the Red Devils get a stop, and now they have it 1st and 10 from that spot.
Now that offense has to give our defense a little bit of a rest, guys.
Yeah, we need to keep the football. We need a long drive that just about exhausts this whole third quarter. That would be the right combination.
Well, we got to keep our defense off the field. To stay in this football game, we need fresh legs. Meaning, how long will it be before we see Braylon Dame run a little post?
Well, they got them stacked on the far side. They're going back, wanting to throw the ball, and now Parker Frost is in trouble. Loose football. And I saw a flag, too, and that could be holding.
Flag or a beanbag, rather.
See what we got. The white hat's talking to the side judge.
Yeah.
I did see a flag, and it's going to be illegal procedure against the Red Devils. So that'll be a half the distance penalty. It might be just as well for us.
We saw a flag and a beanbag because the fumble came in.
Yeah. So that'll move the ball back into about the, right about the 1-yard line.
That's not going to be. It should be the 4.5.
Yeah, now they're going to come back this way. You're right, Greg, right on top of it. 4.5. The down marker guy did go down to the 1 and came back.
Hit Dame.
Here it is. Gatlin trying to cut to the outside. And I'll tell you, they've watched a lot of film on number 6 about his tendencies to cut back to the middle of the field and all that, and they've done a good job on him tonight.
Loss of 2 on that play.
3rd down and long, 3rd and 11. Red Devils receivers have got to shake loose somewhere in the middle of this where we can hit a big play. So now you're in deep trouble back here. Parker Frost will be running around in his own end zone. Straight back, wanting to throw, got time, going to throw it up the middle. There's Braylon Dame, and it's overthrown. Double coverage again. Boy, they get after number 15.
Yeah, they run stride for stride with him right there.
Yep.
Free safety coming over the top. Cornerback doing a good job. Meant to call that young man's name out. That's Cade Yeager. And, of course, he's a senior cornerback. This is not his first rodeo.
I tell you, if you could run him deep like you did right then and drag somebody in behind him, then you got something to talk about.
Yeah.
And but at any rate, that'll be another punting situation. Xander Billings standing about 4 or 5 yards deep in his own end zone. Got a good snap. Got it out of there. High, wobbler. Kicks. Takes a sideways roll and goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line. That's a 33-yard punt for Billings. And considering all, not a bad deal. But Fairview, little by little, is flipping the field on the Red Devils, and now they'll start in much better position at the Red Devil 37-yard line. With 6:54 to go in the third quarter. 7-0 Fairview. Here from Red Devil. Red Devils up front. Got Black back in the ball game. Going to leave it with that tailback, and he'll just slash his way inside the 35 to about the 30-yard line.
Jake Harper,
ball carrier, yeah.
Kind of reminds you of Drew Gatlin, didn't he?
He's 10th grader, 6 foot, 185, so he's got some promise ahead of him. Three wide receivers to this side, 2nd down and 2 yards to go after an 8-yard gain. Going to leave with Harper again. He's a hard runner, and down he'll go into about the 26, and that'll be a 1st down.
Eli Long making about his 5th solo tackle of the night.
Fairview now with unofficially 172 yards on the ground.
Now, Dave, that offensive line, they get about a 2-3 yard push right there.
I think we got a holding call against the guys.
That's the reason it looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It is holding. 60 yards worth of penalties now, and about 4 of those have been holding. So they'll move the ball back out to the 41-yard line and make it 2nd down and 12. So here's Black, the running quarterback.
Yeah,
in there.
tight
Now
end
we got movement.
Yep.
The illegal procedure. That'll move the ball all the way back out to the 46-yard line.
Now Fairview's going the wrong way.
It's been a good time for the Red Devils to come up with a turnover. They could flip the field for sure.
okay. Fastest officiating crew I've seen all year, buddy. They call it, mark it, spot it, and play ball.
Let's play ball. 2nd and 20. They're going to say 2nd and 18. I'm going to beg to differ with them. Here's a turn. Here's a give to the tailback, and down he'll go. Loose football. And did the Red Devils get it? No, Fairview got back on it. Theon Days had a hand in that. You might have hurt his shoulder coming out of the ball game. Might have a stinger. So it'll be 3rd down. Red Devils need a big stop right here. They'll be in good position if they were to make Fairview punt from right here. Not give up any more acreage, as they say. The 3rd and about 20. Trips to the left. Rolling left. Quarterback's going to throw it for the 2nd time tonight. Lobs one down long. This ball is tipped and incomplete. Good job down there, I think, by Chip Engel. He was able to get just a fingertip on it, Greg.
You know, Red Devils had double coverage right there, but that was a well-thrown pass, Benny.
It was. Wasn't nobody going to catch it but his guy.
That's it. And that was the big left-handed southpaw quarterback again. So
It's punting time for Fairview, so they squander an opportunity. Kicks away. Wobbler. One bounce. Trip Engel's got it. Cuts back to the middle of the field, and down he goes. At about the 20. That's a 35-yard punt with no return. And then to be 1st and 10, Red Devils got to get something going offensively.
Red Devils been able to hold the Aggies, stop them from scoring both of their drives in the
Third
second half.
quarter?
Yeah, third quarter so far. So, Benny, what do we got to do right here offensively? We got to have something. Maybe a little screen pass, a little.
Yeah, something to slow them down with their rush. And we got to get some creases for our running back. We made a lot of money this year with Drew Gatlin, and he hadn't found much place to go tonight. Here's a throwback screen coming to the near side, and Gatlin's still covered on the near side, and nowhere to go. He's going to lose yardage. Absolutely nowhere to go.
Yeah, linebacker number 11 for Fairview, Benny, is Shane Ball.
Yeah.
Right there with a flag out of his back pocket, and that's Jack Ball on our team's first cousin.
Well, he played that one well.
Yeah, he did. Good job.
So here's 2nd down and 11 now for the Red Devils. Inside handoff into Gatlin. Gatlin into the short side of the field, and the cavalry will get there for him. He'll gain about 4 yards. But he just hadn't had anywhere to run tonight too much. And when they run, he's running into the short side of the field all night, Greg.
It looks like there's a hole there, a crease there, but their linebackers are so disciplined, and the corners come up in a hurry. We've got to hit, that pass we hit Ryder McGregor with early in the first quarter. We're going to have to do something to loosen the screws on their defense.
Well, Ryder's out there in the slot.
Here comes the rush.
Here comes the rush again. Frost looking, can't throw the ball, and away to go out of bounds. He and the ball. Good job by their defensive end by playing that one pretty tough.
Well, we had 2 wide right, 2 wide left, and Fairview playing man-to-man, no help over the backside, and they kind of stunted a couple of guys, and then had one linebacker drop back, and then just all-out rush to the right side, and he chose the right side, and there was nobody there to pick him up. So we're lucky we didn't turn the ball over.
Boy, they stymied us. defensive offense on their defensive side of the ball in the whole third quarter. They have very little to show for it. Kicks away. High one. Hits. Takes a Red Devil roll at the 40. Into the 35, and we've been on that at the 33-yard line. That's a 43-yarder. So another good job by Xander Billings tonight. That's 38, 43, 40, 33, and 43.
Not too bad, is it?
Not bad.
Red Devils 3 possessions this third quarter. Fairview with 2. Neither team been able to get much going. Have we had a first down, Vinny, the second half?
We have not.
Afraid of that.
We've had 5 in the whole game.
Jack Boyle in. It's the corner on the near side. Trill Fingal, Caden Ware across the back. White, Kelso, Tion Days, Jesse Carty, the 3-man front. And, of course, your linebacker crew stays the same.
Here's Kolt Redding. Going to leave him with that Jones guy, and he'll cut it upstream. Boy, I tell you, they get a run and go at it. That's a 9-yard run. Hooper in on the tackle for the Red Devils. Second down and 2. Fairview going quick. Right up the middle. Just following people, bouncing off of people. 49-yard line, first down.
Yeah, Fairview went in a hurry. Caught us asleep right there, Benny. We weren't ready. 2:45 to play in the third quarter. Fairview up 7-0.
Mark it at their own 49-yard line, first down. From the near side hash mark. Redding fakes into the middle. No, he's going to keep it. And this time he'll be knocked down after a yard.
And I think Tion Days may get up out from under the bottom of that pile.
You're exactly right. 71 climbing out. Game of the yard, second down and 9. 2:15 to go in the third quarter. 7-0. The score remains. Fairview over the Red Devils. From the middle of the field, they're going to turn, leave it with that tailback again. That little 10th grader can run it. And he's finally slung out of bounds by Caden Ware. That's going to be a 23-yard run and a first down.
Caden saving the touchdown right there, no doubt in my mind.
First down number 17 in the ball game for Fairview. But here's Fairview wanting to go in a hurry, and we got a stoppage in play. Every time they make a big play, they go in a hurry, and they got a false start to show for it.
Got Fairview now eclipsing 200 yards on the ground, 209 after that 23-yard jaunt.
That's a 70 yards worth of penalties against the Aggies tonight. Moves the ball back out to the 30.
I tell you what, when they put the ball in play, you better be ready to go. Red Devils having to hustle back from defensive plays. Nobody's loping or waiting around, but they just almost go so fast you can't get ready.
Wing back over on the right side, and they're going to run it to the heavy side. There's that big quarterback, Black, and a big hit that time by Xander Billings. That's where two can match up.
Okay, Benny, it's going to take somebody like Xander to just decide they're going to take over this football game.
You got to slow these guys down. They're getting a running start at the Red Devils because of that effectiveness of that front four. And they're making some headways. We got a flag on the play we didn't know about. Evidently we do.
Snuck one in.
Holding. Good gracious.
Well, I can tell you the number of their players that it's on. They can just call it whenever they want to.
Well, they've called it a bunch tonight. That's 11 penalties for 80 yards tonight.
Yeah, I bet their coach is about to blow up the main gasket.
So it'll be second. And over 20. 23 or 4, I think. Same thing happened to him last time he got the drive going. He got a holding penalty and never recovered from it.
Watch the left-hander slinging it on the far side.
Yeah, here's the pistol look. They're going to leave it for that 10th grader again, and that time the Red Devils are going to say, no deal. Down you'll go.
Yeah. Eli Long, Caden
Norwood.
Yeah.
So we're tired of looking at that number. It'll be third down.
Benny, will there be another play in the third quarter?
I don't know whether they want to run one or not. I'm not sure. They got to run one more. Play clock's ahead of them.
Benny, what's the chance they try to find 16 down that left side?
I don't know, but there's a whole lot of looking going on the other side. But they got to run one more play, and I look for them to not throw it. I look for them to run it. They're going to roll to the left. That's what I know. Looking. Fires in the flat. Got his man incomplete.
I'm telling you, that guy over there, you just almost sniff it out.
Trip Engel made the tackle. Jarred it loose. And it'll be third down.
Fourth. Yeah, down marker. We've got some folks trying to help him.
John Marker still says third down. I don't know if anybody disagrees with the young man.
Well, you can't have 2 third downs unless you had a penalty. It's definitely fourth down.
No, we did have a penalty. You had a holding penalty.
No, but they repeated third, so this is fourth.
And that's going to end the third quarter. Well, it's a delay of game. What they're going to call on that one. 12 penalty for 85 yards against Fairview.
Apparently it's going to stay third down.
And then still 24 seconds left to go. I don't know what they're waiting on. What down is it? Moves it back out to the 41. Then the Red Devil coaching staff not too concerned about the fact that it could be fourth down. But
second down, Caden Norwood and Eli Long stopped the guy. Third down was an incomplete pass. The penalty was on first down. Repeated first down. So maybe it is third down, but I can't convince myself it's not fourth down.
Red Devils are coming in the backfield, and down will go the quarterback.
So it's fifth down. Let's just have one on fifth down.
It on fifth down. I just heard a fan say it is fifth down. I think he's right.
That is fifth down.
We need to ask Callie up here if it's fifth down. She's got a picture of it.
That's right.
Yeah. Goodness.
Callie says she just follows the football.
Yeah, I know. That's why she should know if it's fifth down.
That's her job.
Hey, Colorado won a national championship with 5 down.
Yep. Well, that'll run down third down.
That's a blast from the past, isn't it?
And the third quarter's over. 7-0 Fairview. When we come back, it'll be fourth or fifth down. We don't know which one. Red Devils down 7-0. We're back in 1 minute.
Your Lawrence County Exchange, now known as Tennessee Valley Co-op Moulton, reminds you that they now offer you more in their recently remodeled location. Have you been to the co-op lately? There are more choices, more service, and more savings throughout the store. The co-op is also your home for the animals in your life, from your cattle to your pets, for the farm, for the homeowner, and for you. That's Tennessee Valley Co-op. You know, Lawrence County Exchange, Highway 157 in Moulton.
When the sun is shining and your car is dirty, it's time to visit Shine Time Superwash. And it's also time to join the new Superwash Club, where you can get your car washed as much as you like and enjoy all of the Shine Time perks for one low monthly fee. Even better, your Superwash Club membership can be used at all Shine Time locations. Visit Shine Time in Moulton between Walmart and Sonic to learn more about the Superwash Club, or visit them online at shinetimesuperwash.com. It's not just a super wash, it's a super experience.
Fairview punting as we start the fourth quarter. Kick is away. Trip Engel with a fair catch at the 18. And that's where the Red Devils put the ball in play, first down.
We're talking about the super Shine Time Super Wash. They were lined up this afternoon at the Shine Time.
Yes, we were. I was
guarantee you
there.
that.
Yep.
I think everybody was there.
I was there. So I said the Red Devils can crank it up, Greg.
Yeah, but I'd say we got to be ecstatic about our defense so far in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely.
Third quarter kept them out of the end zone. But the Red Devils starting field position has been like 9-yard line, 18-yard line, 20-yard line. It makes it tough.
They've been in the whole ball game. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to turn. Leave it with Taylor. Taylor's going to throw it. He's got a man out here, and he dropped the ball. Oh, man.
You know, that's the same play that we scored on at home, I think, maybe against Ardmore.
And it's the same play we beat Rogers with last year.
Yep. And that was a play right there that had the possibility of 6 wrote
all over it.
Nobody feels worse about it than he does.
Yeah. You know, Jordan kind of floated the ball. It did take it a minute to get there, and Brody just wide open right there. And that's twice tonight that we tried to run before we caught it.
Good idea.
Taylor stays in the game.
Take it down in 10. Rolling back. Taylor in the flat, and he'll fall down, makes a catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard gain, maybe. And it will be 3rd down already for the Red Devils. Let's see if we can hang on to the football. We need a 1st down. This is 3rd down and 6 from the Red Devil 23-yard line.
All right, Eli and Brent Hill and Colby Fair. Let's see what you got here, boy.
Mattis Denham's in the tight end, rolling to the right, throwing it down. It's incomplete. Intended for Braylon Dame, and a good job of their defensive back. He made a great break on the ball. That's going to be Cade Yeager.
Heard that name several times tonight.
Yeah, he's a senior. You're right, Greg. He's played that position before.
Yeah. I was just sitting here thinking that probably as far as pass defense, this is by far and above the best pass defense.
No doubt.
Red Devils face.
So Billings standing in his own 5-yard line. He should get familiar with that. He's been back there a lot tonight.
Need another good snap, and we got it.
Got it. Kick is away, and another high climber is going to hit. Bounce sideways.
Go ahead
and
and
the
get
Red Devils will run it down at the 46-yard line.
That'd be the Red Devils' 46-yard line, so Fairview is going to have excellent starting field position.
Got an unlucky bounce on that one, only 26 yards on the net.
Yeah. But it got in the stratosphere, though, that's for sure.
Well, you know, football is a game of inches, guys, and
yeah.
That 1st down play, we just can't tell you at home, you know,
how
radio
close it
without
was.
know how close it could have been to
tie a ball game.
Yeah, very easy.
Going to leave it with that Jones. There he goes. Carson Jones, the ball carrier, still on his feet, all the way into the 25 to the 24-yard line, 1st down.
And it may be some more added on to the end of that, Benny. We'll see. I do see a penalty flag and 2 possibilities. Blocking it back from Fairview or probably a face mask for the Red Devils. Let's see what we got.
Personal foul.
15 yards for that one. That's only the 8th penalty of the night for the Red Devils for 65 yards. That'll be 1st down number 19 for the Fairview Aggies. And they'll have it 1st down and goal to go at the Red Devil 9.
Just like that.
You got a tired Red Devil defense out there right now, I'm afraid, Benny.
Yep, surely do. Turn, they're going to leave it with him again, and he just keeps trudging forward down to about the 5. That's Jones, the ball carrier.
Braylon Dame doing a good job getting us off the bottom of the pile from the backside, coming around reading that.
You know, I was talking to Jackie Burch this morning, and I said, I understand their premier tailback has been hurt all year. And he said, I understand he's been out the whole year, but I hear they've got another one.
Yeah.
And I think we found him.
Yeah, they do have another one. That's Jake Taylor And both quarterbacks, I mean, you can call them a quarterback if you want to.
Yeah, they're runners.
Yeah, they hadn't shown me they could throw a fit, let alone a football, but they can sure run it.
And there's a quarterback, Black again. He gets pushed back. Do we get the ball?
Caden Ware may have knocked it loose.
Chip Ingles got it.
And Caden Norwood come up off the bottom of the field.
No, called it dead, I believe, guys.
Well, Caden Norwood hit him right in the breadbasket with the crown of his helmet, and I thought it come loose too.
Well, they're still discussing.
Yeah, just stay back, Red Devils. Let them
It's
our ball.
Red Devil ball.
I thought I saw it come out, and I tell you what, I may be wrong, but I think 24, Caden Norwood
Knocked it loose.
knocked it loose, Benny.
There's your break.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be, what, at the 2-yard line or somewhere like that? Greg?
Yep.
Close?
Absolutely.
Careful here.
That's the 4th turnover of the night. 3 fumbles, 4 fumbles, and an interception.
Yep.
Okay.
And usually that'll win you some ball games. So here are the Red Devils. Toss
Got
away to
one
the
man to
right
beat.
side. That's going to be Gatlin trying to turn the corner, and he'll be spun out of bounds at about the 4-yard line.
Boy, I tell you, that
That cornerback can play ball.
26, that Carson Jones,
Yeah.
and that other one, number 2, Kay Jaeger, you called out. I mean, if Drew Gatlin gets by that guy,
He might be running.
I'm telling you.
It's the first time they run that tile sweep tonight.
Yeah, right like that right there. All right, Parker Frost, see what you got here, baby.
Take it down in 7. High snap. Don't leave it right up the middle. Good solid running room that time.
That's close to a first down. I'd love to see them say move the chain.
That's Drew Gatlin, the ball carrier. If it's going to be there, it's going to be 3rd down, says the official.
Parker Frost all the way over to the sideline to get the play with 25 on the play clock. This is no time to get rushed. Snap.
We need to control the football for a while. We don't know our defense is absolutely gas.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Frost under center right here. And he is. Got to get a push.
Get a push. He got a first down. No question about that. That's the first down of the second half for the Red Devils.
You know, Benny, all the way back to the first quarter. Remember when we faked the punt on 4th and short?
Yeah.
And wasn't quite able to get it. And then Jordan Taylor's halfback pass. I'm telling you.
Game of inches.
It is. It's 7-0 late in the football game. 8:30 to play. Red Devils trailing. Over here in Coleman County and Fairview. Big Region 8 game.
Brody Bain to the far side. Ryder McGregory over there in the SWAT. Rolling right. Here's Frost looking. Going to throw one deep to Llewellyn Dame out of bounds. The defender for Fairview did a good job of letting the out-of-bounds line be another defender.
Yeah, he did, and he got away with a lot of
pushing.
They call it, what, hand fighting on Saturday?
Chicken fighting.
Yep. And it interrupted the route, and that's all you got to do is break the timing of the route.
So 3rd down, or 2nd down, rather, 2nd and 10.
Of course, if they force Braylon Dame out, then he actually remains eligible.
That's right.
If he runs out on his own,
No, he does not.
Not an I-2. If they force him out, he can come back in.
That's right. Inside handoff, Gatlin trying to get it outside, and he does. And finally, he gets a running room and out to the 25-yard line. So the best run of the night from Drew Gatlin. He finally made it outside. That's a 13-yard run and a first down.
Well, you know, 2 out of the last 5 plays the Devils have thrown the football that loosens up that box where they just had 8 or 9 people stacked all night. Now what happened?
And we got a holding call.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
I think you're right. Ninth penalty for 75, so the penalties are getting real close to being identical. So that moves the ball back into the 9-yard line. It makes it second down and 13.
Got to watch the play clock. Don't want to waste the timeout. We don't have to, but maybe the coaches watching saying, don't have to burn one.
Yep. You're going to have to use it. That will be the first one of the second half for the Red Devils. 7:47 to go in the ball game. 7-0 Fairview. Red Devils with the football, but then we come back after this 30-second timeout on 97.9 Sports and the Red Devil Sports Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by Filtech. Located in Cortland, Filtech brings you over 25 years experience formulating custom water treatment blends that meet your specific needs. Since 2014, Filtech has provided custom chemical blends for industrial boiler water and cooling tower treatments, as well as a manufacturer of aluminum salt coagulants that serve many municipalities. From 50 pounds to 45,000 pounds, they can take care of the treatments you need. 256-637-2843. That's Filtech in Cortland.
Got some scores, Benny?
Yeah, I got an updated score. One that everybody's watching tonight. Lexington's taking a 20-14 lead over the Hatton Hornets in the third quarter.
That's a good one.
Right here, second down and 13. Frost back, looking. He's going to go deep. Got a man down there, Brody Bain, has been pushed down. Brody Bain had run a flag pattern, and he was run into at about the 42-yard line. We got two flags down. They both called the same thing, I think so.
The second one made this in for emphasis on the first one.
Yeah.
Benny, that's one of those times where if the Red Devils and penalty does go in the Red Devils' favor, and I believe it will, you question whether it's catchable or not. There's may have been a little bit overthrown. All right, first down, Red Devils.
First down at the 24-yard line. That's 100 yards worth of penalties now against Fairview.
That was a heck of a pass.
Yeah. It was. Clock is not an issue right now, but 7:41 to play in the football game.
Here's Frost again, got him under center, going to leave it right up the middle with Gatlin. He makes the guy miss. He's up the middle. He's up for 50, 45, 40. We got a quick race. 30, 25, 10, touchdown. Drew Gatlin.
Hey, smoke him if you got him, guys.
76 yards for number 6.
Offensive line has played too good all year not to have their star show, and they gave Drew just the crease he needed. Put the left foot in the ground, made the middle linebacker miss, and kind of looked bad doing it.
He don't need but one step.
No, and nobody was catching him.
So here's Caden Lee to see if he can tie this thing up.
Big extra point.
Yeah, Jack down on the knee. Low snap, got it away. It's up, it's good. Almost 7:29 to go in the ball game. The Red Devils have tied it. 7-7 here from Fairview. With her back in 30 seconds.
It's football time in Alabama, one of the best times of the whole year. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. It often seems like this world is changing so fast every single day, but it's nice to know that fall Friday nights in Alabama are still the same. To all the football players, cheerleaders, and band members, I hope you have a successful, safe, and winning season. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
Greg, how big are turnovers?
Oh, my goodness me.
That's a 14-point turnover.
Yeah, Caden Norwood knocked the ball loose, and hey, Red Devils just, from there, it was nothing but gut, and it turned into glory. And the funny thing is I've seen probably about 40 Red Devil fans go back up to the gate and want to pay again.
It's that good, isn't it?
It's that good, David. They're trying to pay again. Beats all I ever say.
Here's Caden Lee. Hitting it off to the left. And that one will just tiptoe down the sideline. And did it go any? It went a
touchback.
touchback. It just right down the edge.
What a roll.
So a good job by Caden Lee that time. He had the spinneroo on that one.
He liked it.
Yeah, he loved it. So here we go. Red Devil defense. It's a little bit animated, to say the least. We'll see if we can give the offense a chance one more time to win this sucker.
All right, here's where you just got to participate, not spectate. Don't lose. Just play your position right here. Keep it in front of you.
First and 10 Fairview. They're on 20-yard line. Got Black, the runner, in there, and he's going to leave it with 14, trying to turn the corner. Got a little running room. Field off a couple of people, and he'll gain about 10 yards.
Boy, they love that right side, Benny.
I think the Red Devils got a man down over there on the far side. I think he's got Charlie horse. Check Sandra Billy.
And they've got to give him time to get off the field. There's no way that ball can be back to
right.
play.
That's right.
And we've seen this before with Xander, so they're probably thinking this is just a delay tactic, and it's not. Remember the night?
No, he went down on the other side over there.
Yeah, we tried to get off the field over here.
I think Coach Walker's having a conversation with the head linesman that said, hey, my guy's down, and you're going to have to give him a chance to. But that's been their mode of operation all night long. If they make a big play, they're going fast. Anyway, Billings, I think it's got a Charlie horse is what I think. Yeah.
We need him back on the field.
Cramp, Charlie horse, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, we need him back on the field as soon as possible, too.
Right now, if not sooner.
No, that's no uncalled for there. Okay.
So first and 10. Turn. Gives him running back again, and he's hitting the backfield that time.
17.
Yeah, that was Mitch Hooper.
That's good push on the defensive line. Eli Long, White Knight, White Kelso.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. That's the first time they hit that guy in the backfield all night.
Hey, Benny, we've been a different defense in the second half.
Second down and 10. Right back. They're going to throw it into the flat. Got a man over there, and he caught it and got a first down. Little quick hitter. Gave him too much room, and that's going to be first and 10 Fairview.
Yeah, that's Cade Yeager, that senior, cornerback and or free safety and wide receiver. And you'll see Cade Yeager occasionally play quarterback, too.
That's one of their 7th pass attempts tonight.
13-yard gain on that one. First down and 10. Handoff right up the middle of the field, and there's their man again, Jones. And he's got it all the way into the Red Devil 34-yard line. Okay, 25 yards on that one, and you can't argue with the guts that young man's got.
No, and
he can run it. Going fast.
They will not slow down.
Everybody should know, and the Red Devils don't call timeout.
I think that'll be our second timeout.
So second one, we'll have one more. Anytime they get a big gainer, they're going fast on the next play. 6:12 to go in the ball game. 7-7, Red Devils and the Fairview Aggies. We're back in 30 seconds.
Today's broadcast is sponsored in part by Pepsi-Cola of Decatur. Pepsi-Cola has always been a big part of any sporting event or special event in Lawrence County. Hey, look around. You see Pepsi signs everywhere. Every point scored during a high school game in Lawrence County has been displayed on a Pepsi-Cola of Decatur scoreboard. How about that? So when you need refreshment, look for that Pepsi, Mountain Dew, or Aquafina sign wherever you buy groceries. Pepsi-Cola of Decatur, you know they're big in Lawrence County.
Don't forget, we got Auburn and Tiger football for you tomorrow. Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. The Land Sharks, Bears. Kickoffs at 6 o'clock Saturday night game, but you can't get enough of that. How about the Tiger tailgate show at 3, getting you ready for the 6 o'clock kickoff?
Yeah. 276 yards for the Fairview Aggies on the ground tonight so far.
40 attempts. That's a lot of attempts.
That's pretty stout. Another running back in the ball game. That's going to be Redding, I think. And they're going to leave it with him running the right side. And they just keep running those tailbacks at you, and it'll be inside the 30 to the 29.
That's Caleb Jones again, number 26. 26 goes out, that Jake Harper 14 comes in.
Right back in.
I'm telling you. The 41st carry.
Red Devil defensive front has got to get some penetration. The linebackers have got to get in the backfield with these guys. That's the only way you can slow them down. Is that another turnover to suit me all right?
Yeah.
They're going to leave it with Harper, running off that left side again. And they just pushing and pulling with him, and they got him finally after about a first down run. It's another first down. 22 first downs in the game.
Red Devils playing strictly on adrenaline and guts right now, Benny. They got to be give out. About half these players played every down both ways tonight. 5 minutes to go in the Region 8 Classic. Knox County's trying to win its 5th region game in a row.
Outside field to the right. They're going to leave it with their money man one more time, and that time Big 52's got it.
Yep.
Nowhere to go there.
I think that's Eli's 6th solo tackle of the
I think
night.
you're right.
And that's amazing from an offensive lineman spot right there where he's at.
Eli Long, as Chip Ingle came in there to put a little window dressing on it.
Yeah, getting double teamed. They need to watch number 16 out here, Lawson Terry, single coverage.
2nd and 9. They're going to run it to the right side again. The Red Devils missed a tackle, and down will go the ball carrier after about a 5-yard gain. Somebody had a pretty good shot at him. It might have been Hooper in the backfield, and that's going to be a 3rd down and 2-yard scenario for the Fairview Aggies.
Tyson Hooper has got better every week. And he's continued that trend tonight. 4 minutes in this football game, Benny. Tied up and knotted up at 7 apiece.
3rd down and 2. Straight back, going to float one over in the flat. And they had a man that caught it coming back to the near side, still on his feet. Daniel Goble. Good open field tackle by Ryder McGregory as the wide receiver tried to cut it back to the middle of the field. And here's Fairview going in a hurry. See if they can get everybody set. And they do. They're going to leave it with the tailback, trying to run the right side, and he has nowhere to go. We got it into about the 2, maybe.
Benny, in this situation, offensively, most coaches would be trying to milk the clock.
Yeah, not this guy.
You don't want to score and give us any time left to score. So right here, as far as I'm concerned, let them go fast. We either need to hold them.
Stand by and let them go in the end zone.
Hold them on downs, or either let them score and let's get the ball back.
Here they are, going to run a keeper to the right side, and I think the Red Devils are going to do just that. Let them get in the end zone. So they do, and they take the lead. That's going to be Kolt Redding in for the touchdown. That'll be his 2nd touchdown of the night. I'll give him credit for 3 yards. And the point after coming, 13-7 Fairview.
This extra point kicker doesn't realize how important this is, because if we get the ball back and score, Caden Lee will make ours.
High snap. Got it down. Kick is away. Did he miss it? No, it's good.
Yeah,
boy, he liked to miss it.
Boy, it looked like everything but a...
That was an ugly good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
14-7 Fairview. 3:03 to go in the ball game. Red Devils get the ball when we come back after this 30-second timeout.
When the sun is shining and your car is dirty, it's time to visit Shine Time Superwash. And it's also time to join the new Superwash Club, where you can get your car washed as much as you like and enjoy all of the Shine Time perks for one low monthly fee. Even better, your Superwash Club membership can be used at all Shine Time locations. Visit Shine Time in Moulton between Walmart and Sonic to learn more about the Superwash Club, or visit them online at shinetimesuperwash.com. It's not just a super wash, it's a super experience.
Okay, going to set the table for you at the 3:03 mark. Fairview leading 14-7.
Russell has beaten Ardmore 56-0. Just in case y'all wonder.
Saw that one coming.
Yeah. Fairview to kick off. Got done to shoot. Fair catch going to be taken in at the 22-yard line by the Red Devils. So the Red Devils got 76 yards of real estate in front of them to tie this ball game. And 3:03 to do it with one timeout.
That last touchdown was 76 yards, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe another would work.
I believe it would too. But nobody says you can't have two.
Big plays and keep it clean behind them, guys.
That's right. No time for
yellow to hurt you.
So here's 1st and 10. High snap. Going to leave it with Gatlin again. He'll come to the near side. Oh, in the last minute he gets tripped up. But he'll have a first down at the 35-yard line. And that was one step away from a touchdown. First down and 10. The Devils again. Going to throw it over in the flat. Got Jalen Dane for about a 5-yard catch. Just short of the 39-yard line.
Okay, Benny, what's going to happen right here when Parker Cross takes that little RPO and
runs a touchdown.
Just in Drew Gatlin's gut, and then he takes off opposite field the other way, little misdirection to get him.
Second down and 5. Cross straight back. Going to throw it over the middle. The ball is intercepted. Intercepted at the 37-yard line. First turnover of the night for the Red Devils. None of them are needed, but buddy, that one stings.
And Red Devils, I think we got, one timeout left?
One left.
So, 40. Red Devils could force a punt.
Well, Fairview's got a great secondary. My goodness.
Oh, that ball bounced right up into the tailback's hands after it could have just as easily been a fumble.
Well, that's, sometimes you don't understand what coaches are doing. Just taking an unnecessary risk right there.
The Devils got a man a little slow getting up back there, and I think this Braylon Dane, he's going to come out of the ball game. He got tangled up on the tackle over there, so it'll be second down and 9 for West Point. Red Devils with one timeout left. We're playing under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Fairview with a late touchdown leads it 14-7. And they're going to milk it down, play clock down to 19. They're not in any hurry, Greg.
I imagine the coach kind of got to hold somebody free, taking a chance of that last football having to be double dribbled back into
Leave it with that tailback again. Runs over one man, runs over another man, and gets hauled down at the Red Devil 45-yard line.
And that first man should put this game to sleep.
18-yard run, and that was a tough run by that young man. And now the Red Devils, I think, will take that. They take that last time out. I think they did. The this will be their last time out. The ball carrier that time with a really big run that time was Carson Jones. And boy, he's had a couple of big runs tonight, Greg.
Yeah, Carson Jones is 26, and then 14, Jake Harper, and then, of course, both quarterbacks, Redding and Black. It's kind of been a four-headed monster as far as the rushing game.
Yeah, they got a lot of weapons.
They do. Yeah, they probably rushed collectively for 300 yards. Fairview up 14-7 with a minute 18. So Red Devils needing a miracle right here.
Somebody fumble one that bounce up in our hands and run it back for a touchdown. That'd be nice. Go for two and win it and go on home.
But not everybody's Johnny Manziel.
I know.
Hatton and Lexington are knotted up at 20 with 7 minutes to go in that game.
We knew that was going to be a burner.
Yep. Slobber knocker.
I think they're going to go into some kind of prevent now. Boy, they got him tailback way back behind everything. And that's exactly what they're going to do.
Pretty good ball game, guys.
Red Devils have made an accounting for themselves as we approach 1 minute. All they got to do is snap it one more time, I think, and this ball game will go in the books.
And that'll do it.
That will do it, I think, as they snap it.
Yep.
And they'll not have to snap it again. Fairview's going to get out of here by the skin of their teeth with a 14-7 win over the Red Devils. But it was one of those that you pay good money to see, and it was a great football game.
Yeah, Fairview will go to 8-0. They'll go to 5-0 in Region 8. Martin County High School will go to 5-4 on the year. And that'll put us 4-2 in Region 8. Those teams playoff bound. That should have a big impact on the seeding of the playoffs. But that's about all you can say is
The Joe Wheeler Flash Fiber post-game show comes your way after this 1 minute timeout on 97.9 Sports.
So we welcome you back to the Joe Wheeler Flash Fiber post-game program. Wish we had better news. The Fairview, #1 team in Region 8, came in at 7-0. Defeated our Red Devils 14-7. But Benny, you alluded to this before the break. The Red Devils made a pretty good accounting of themselves tonight.
I would say so, without question. They played a hard game. Got the benefit of some Fairview turnovers early, Greg, but just could not take advantage of it.
Yeah, hard to sustain a long drive. You know, the stat coming into this game, guys, let's just tell it like it is. Fairview has played a very tough schedule, just like we